2024 is here, and the Uno Mobile Community Cup is back with a whole year of competition. And we are going bigger with $50,000 total in prizing and open to even more countries than before with players from US, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. For 2024's competition, we have split the year in half. The first half starts in March and ends in June, with the top players from each month making the first semifinal live show in July. The second half begins in July as well and ends in October, with the top players from these months playing in our second semifinal live show in November. Each semifinal live show will have a prize pool of $10,000 awarded to the top 4 players. The top 8 from each semifinals will make the final tournament in January of 2025 to end the year of competition and celebrate Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with an even bigger grand finale. A prize pool of $30,000.
Drops the yeehaw!
Nice challenge from Maria. Dusty's looking so strong.
Oh, the reverse.
Lane Boy goes to Uno here.
Looks like he might have an opportunity here and stays for the one!
Will you be the next Uno Mobile esports star? Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Community Cup monthly qualifiers to work your way through bronze, silver, gold, and diamond cups to make the monthly finals. The bronze cups will take place at the start of each month, giving you a chance to begin your journey from the 1st through the 8th and make it through the qualifiers by the 10th of each month. Join us March 1st to become the next Uno Mobile esports star.
Uno! Uno! Reverse! Uno! Uno! Skip. Blue. Draw card. Uno! Reverse. Uno! Uno!
2024 is here, and the Uno Mobile Community Cup is back with a whole year of competition. And we are going bigger with $50,000 total in prizing and open to even more countries than before, with players from US, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. For 2024's competition, we have split the year in half. The first half starts in March and ends in June, with the top players from each month making the first semifinal live show in July. The second half begins in July as well and ends in October, with the top players from these months playing in our second semifinal live show in November. Each semifinal live show will have a prize pool of $10,000 awarded to the top 4 players. The top 8 from each semifinals will make the final tournament in January of 2025 to end the year of competition and celebrate Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with an even bigger grand finale. A prize pool of $30,000.
Drops the yeehaw!
Nice challenge from Maria. Dusty's looking so strong.
Oh, the reverse.
Lane Boy goes to Uno here.
Looks like he might have an opportunity here and stays for the 1!
Will you be the next Uno Mobile esports star? Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Community Cup monthly qualifiers to work your way through bronze, silver, gold, and diamond cups to make the monthly finals. The bronze cups will take place at the start of each month, giving you a chance to begin your journey from the 1st through the 8th and make it through the qualifiers by the 10th of each month. Join us March 1st to become the next Uno Mobile esports star.
Uno! 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 Reverse! Uno! Uno!
2024 is here, and the Uno Mobile Community Cup is back with a whole year of competition. And we are going bigger with $50,000 total in prizing and open to even more countries than before, with players from US, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. For 2024's competition, we have split the year in half. The first half starts in March and ends in June, with the top players from each month making the first semifinal live show in July. The second half begins in July as well and ends in October, with the top players from these months playing in our second semifinal live show in November. Each semifinal live show will have a prize pool of $10,000 awarded to the top 4 players. The top 8 from each semifinals will make the final tournament in January of 2025 to end the year of competition and celebrate Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with an even bigger grand finale. A prize pool of $30,000.
Drops the yeehaw!
Nice challenge from Maria. Dusty's looking so strong.
Oh, the reverse.
Laneboy goes to Uno here.
Looks like he might have an opportunity here and stays from the 1!
Will you be the next Uno Mobile esports star? Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Community Cup monthly qualifiers to work your way through bronze, silver, gold, and diamond cups to make the monthly finals. The bronze cups will take place at the start of each month, giving you a chance to begin your journey from the 1st through the 8th and make it through the qualifiers by the 10th of each month. Join us March 1st to become the next Uno Mobile esports star.
Uno! Uno! Reverse. Uno. Uno. skip. Blue, draw card. Uno. Reverse. Uno.
Hi, my name is Tori. My in-game name is T. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I've been playing Uno Mobile Go for about 8 months. I came in as a sub and won in first place in the August 2024 semifinals. I just want to say good luck to everybody, and I can't wait to play with you all.
Hey, a big shout out to all of you Uno lovers out there and my fellow competitors. My name is Susie. I'm from California. I've played Uno Mobile for exactly 2 years as of yesterday, and the card game for much, much longer than that. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be making it to the Community Cup Finals, the top 16. Super duper excited to say the least.
Hi, my name is Pedro. You may know me by my username, Pedro Filho. I'm Brazilian, but I've lived in the United States practically my entire life. I won 3rd place in the Uno semifinals, and I'm just so excited to be able to participate in the final. I can't believe I even got this far. I never thought that this would happen. I'm just super excited. I'm just so in love with this game. It's just so much fun, and I can't wait to be in the final.
Hey everybody, Julius here. Very excited to be in this final playoff. Been playing this for a couple of years. I really do it because I've been a lot of meetings that I'm on Zoom and things, and they're super boring, so I can sometimes sneak in a 3-minute game here and there. Just don't tell the boss, and everything works out okay. The top bracket, look out, there may be a tomato coming for you if I don't get some good cards.
Hey guys, I'm super excited. My name and my in-game name is Simone. I qualified in the month of July and came 5th place. I'm from the USA, but more specifically, I'm from Dothan, Alabama. I've been playing Uno Mobile since October 2023. My favorite game mode is side to side. Everybody knows this. What I would do with the 15 grand, honestly, I would buy myself a new car. So yeah, vote for me. Bye.
Hi everyone, it's Anale, or also known as Potato Girl. I'm here representing New York City, and I'm super excited to be back at the big stage at the Uno Mobile Final Championship. Today I'm here to redeem myself and show you all what I've got. And I've been sharpening my strategy, stacking those draw 4s, and I'm ready to go all the way this time. So let's shovel up, play hard, and make this championship one to remember. And you all better watch out, because Potato Girl is here to win. Good luck to all the players, and may the best strategy prevail.
Hello, my name is Alexis. I go by the in-game name of Lex. I've been playing Uno Mobile for about 5 years now. I qualified in April of 2024. I am from Tennessee, and I'm very excited about the tournament. I feel like I do have a good chance of winning. I have been playing Uno every day for the last 3 years. And I do wish everyone a good luck in the tournament.
Hey, this is Justin. I am known as Lenny on Uno. I am the July champion as well as the champion of the November semifinals. And I'm 21 years old from New Jersey. I'm a college student. I have been playing Uno for quite some time now. I can't even put a number on it. It's been years. Why do I think you should vote for me to win? I have placed first in every round of my monthly final as well as the November semifinals. And I think I could do it again for the final. Good luck to all the players.
Hi guys, my name is JC Madrid and my in-game is JC83. I'm coming out of Miami, Florida representing 305 and all my Floridians. I was able to get second place in the semis and I'm coming for the first place in January. For me, everything started in a London trip with my wife. We wanted to play Uno and I discovered the mobile version. Since then, when I discovered that there's a Uno Community Cup, I got completely obsessed. I've been practicing every day and I'm ready for war. I wish you guys good luck and I'll see you in the finals.
My name is Montez Glenn. My Uno name is Tez. I am from LaGrange, Georgia, in the United States. I placed 4th in September's Uno Finals. I've been playing Uno for about 6 years now. My confidence going into this final is very high because I know I can win, I can do it. I just want to say I thank everybody for supporting me.
Hey everybody, this is Nubia, aka Pickle. I am from the United States. I have been playing Uno for just about a year now, and my sister was the one who introduced me. I think it was earlier this year. I'm super excited to play, really nervous, and I just hope I win.
My name is Chris Karikian. My in-game name is Kirik. I'm from United States, Los Angeles, California represent. I finished 3rd in July and finished in the semifinal during the semifinal. Should have won that. I've been playing Uno for about 15 years and I'm excited to be in the running for the prize money. With that, I plan on paying some bills and donating some to some educational institutions. Thank you Uno Mobile for making this possible. Now let's get that money.
My name is Chanel. I am located in San Diego, California. I am the October champion for the semifinals 2024. Yay, go me! I am so looking forward to the finals and I want to wish everybody in the finals, all the contestants, a good luck. Can't wait to see you all there. I've been playing Uno on and off for I'd say about 5 years, but I really buckled down and play consistently for the last year or so. I've gotten a lot of other people on board to play with me, including my son. He and I play together all the time. We absolutely love, adore, and enjoy it. I just want to say to all the finalists, bring your A game, stay on your toes, and expect the unexpected. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Hi, my name is Portia Jokes. My in-game name is Yaya with 2 hearts. I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I entered the Community Cup annual finals through the Community Cup October month. I placed 8 in our semi-finals. I've been playing Community Cup Uno Mobile for about 4 to 5 years now, off and on. My favorite game mode is the Uno Classic 2x2. I am the underdog, so vote me to win it all.
2024 is here, and the Uno Mobile Community Cup is back with a whole year of competition. And we are going bigger with $50,000 total in prizing and open to even more countries than before, with players from US, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. For 2024's competition, we have split the year in half. The first half starts in March and ends in June, with the top players from each month making the first semifinal live show in July. The second half begins in July as well and ends in October, with the top players from these months playing in our second semifinal live show in November. Each semifinal live show will have a prize pool of $10,000 awarded to the top 4 players. The top 8 from each semifinals will make the final tournament in January of 2025 to end the year of competition and celebrate Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with an even bigger grand finale. A prize pool of $30,000.
Drops the yeehaw!
Nice challenge from Maria. Dusty's looking so strong. Oh, the reverse. Lane Boy goes to Uno here.
Looks like he might have an opportunity here and stays for the 1!
Will you be the next Uno Mobile esports star? Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Community Cup monthly qualifiers to work your way through bronze, silver, gold, and diamond cups to make the monthly finals. The bronze cups will take place at the start of each month, giving you a chance to begin your journey from the 1st through the 8th and make it through the qualifiers by the 10th of each month. Join us March 1st to become the next Uno Mobile esports star. Well, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome into the Uno Mobile Community Cup 2024 Annual Finals. We made it, folks. It's January 2025, and we're celebrating Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with our Grand Championship. This is it. We finally made it. $30,000 on the line. I'm Gojj, and I'm so excited to be back in the booth. It's so good to be back with you all. I feel like it's been so long since our semifinals, but it's great to be back, and we have an incredible competition on our hands. I can feel the competition and the nerves in the air, and I know our players are excited to get started. Before we get into it, I need to remind everybody the basics, all right? If you haven't downloaded Uno Mobile, what are you doing? You can get involved in so many competitions just like these and a lot more. So make sure to go download Uno Mobile. It's free on the iOS and Android Google Play Store, so go get involved. And also follow Uno Mobile in all major socials, especially that Discord. Go get involved in the Uno Mobile Discord. Discord competitions galore. We've got some fantastic moderators in there and a thriving community of players just like you that love Uno Mobile. So yeah, those are my quick reminders. We've got some special guests to bring in, so let me bring in my co-caster, the amazing, the wonderful Katie Bedford, back with me yet again. Katie, first of all, are you excited about some $30,000 Uno Mobile action?
How could I not be? Let's be so for real, Gojj. I cannot wait. I think we are going to have so much fun today. I know we've got some amazing competitors who have worked really, really, really hard to be here, and I think it's going to be an absolute blast. I can't wait to see what happens.
It is going to be amazing. And this is not even close to your first rodeo. You've done this with me so many times, so it's good to have you back. And speaking of that, I need you to take me through the rules of how this all works because, well, we've been here before. So talk to me about what people can expect.
Well, in each group, it's going to be the first competitor to 3 wins who is going to move on. But it's not just them, Gojj, the top 2. So even if you aren't the first to get 3 and you are in the top 2, you will move on to the next round of this competition. There's also the stack and discard all rules. Discard all being my favorite rule in these events because we know how it can flip something on its head at a moment's notice.
Yeah, it's a great shout. Nothing has changed, folks. From the semifinals, our monthly finals, all of these players have been playing the same rules all year leading up to this moment, and I'm excited to see what they can do under the same rules here for $30,000. Let's take a look at our players, though, and see who has made it to this stage, because our top 8 players from each of our semifinals this year made it to this stage, and you can see their names on your screen right now. Of course, we have our semifinal winners like T and like Lenny down in Group D, and all of our players have been sorted throughout based on what places they got in those semifinals to get to this stage. So let's take a quick look at all of these players. Some of these players, maybe some of you know personally because you're friends with them in Discord, or maybe you've just seen them on some of these competitions. But Katie, we've got T, Pickle, Kirik, and Potato Girl back and competing in Group A. And I know a lot of these players hold a special place in your heart too, because you saw them in both of our semifinals and you were cheering them on, specifically Pickle.
Look, I literally, in our Discord conversations, have my Pickle GIFs from that moment. Pickle, I think, is going to go far. But all of these players hold a special place in my heart, Gojj. I couldn't pick anyone. I mean, Potato Girl, come on now. But let's be real. Pickle is fantastic.
All of the names amazing. The players fantastic as well. Let's go to Group B as well. Take a look at some of these players. We got Tez, Susie, Simone, Poppy, and Poppy is, I believe, a substitute, if I saw correctly. I think a last-minute sub. Somebody couldn't make it, and so Poppy, who did play in the semifinals, but didn't make it as far enough to qualify, but made it as a substitute, has made it to the main stage. So talk about an underdog story for Poppy here in Group B, Katie.
Well, and we've seen players come in last minute as substitutes, Gojj, and find success in these tournaments. Not only qualify, but place in the money. So I'm really excited for this opportunity for Poppy. I really hope they take full advantage of it. But hey, we've seen them do it before, so Poppy may be able to do it again.
Let's take a look at Group C. JC, Pedro, Lex, and Coco Chanel all participating in Group C. Another stacked group. Every group will feel that way. I don't have a favorite. I'm not cheering anybody personally on yet. I'm just cheering all of these players, Katie.
See, you are so nice, Gojj, and I love that. Coco Chanel. Look, Coco Chanel's got some spice, and I'm here for it. I'm going to be calling out specific players I keep my eye on, Gojj. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, so I will.
Sure.
I'm feeling like some Coco Chanel in the top 2 for Group C.
Okay, I like it. And then finally, Group D, our last group of the day. These are going to go in order, so we won't see these players for a little while. But some heavy hitters, of course. Lenny, our winner of the second semifinal. But then Julius, King Fox, and Yaya joining that group to try to take down the former champion. And that wraps up all of our players. All the players you're going to be seeing today. We just went through them. We'll play Group A, B, C, and then D to determine who's going to make it into the semifinals of this competition and then the grand finals. So a lot of Uno Mobile to be played. And because of that, you all know this, okay? If you know anything about Gojj, you know that he's a man of the people. And so to celebrate, obviously, our 6-year anniversary here with Uno Mobile, but also celebrate you all, we've got our very first gift code of the day. We're going to be dropping a ton of these throughout the show. Watch Finals Now is our very first gift code. 400 coins, 5 diamonds, 1 4x shield. You can get it right now by just typing in this code. Click the cogwheel in the top left-hand corner of your Uno Mobile. Head all the way down, click the gift code, redeem, and type this in. Make sure you type it correct, and you will get your rewards. It is technically limited to 1 per person, but also a limited amount of uses, so get it in now. Don't wait till later, all right? Open up your app, and then pop back into the broadcast. And we're going to have a lot more of these giveaways and other giveaways a little bit later into the show, because like I've said multiple times, I'm going to be saying it all day today, I even have a special hat as we get into the very first game of the day. 6-year anniversary, folks. I might wear this if something crazy happens, all right? So watch out. I might put this thing on if we get a little excited about some of the gameplay we're about to see. Let's hop into Group A and get this competition started, folks. And I want to see from you in chat while we get into gameplay who you think's going to win in each of these groups. I love watching our audiences cheer on their friends, family, potentially, or maybe Uno Mobile Discord acquaintances. I don't know. I don't know how you know these people, but we're excited to get into the game. And Katie, our first game of the day, $30,000 on the line, and so far so good. Everybody looking like an equal chance to some degree, but Potato Girl, the only player with a +4 wild.
A +4 wild, we know how pivotal that can be. The reverse comes in, a skip on top of it, and we're gonna be going through those blues pretty quickly. I'm excited. I gotta wonder, Gojj, do you think there's some nerves happening right now? Because this is the biggest event really to start the year and culmination of last year, so there's a lot on the line.
I know there's nerves right now because I can see the Discord chats and everybody saying I'm so nervous. So I don't have to guess on this one, but look at Potato Girl. You know, these are the influential moments we're going to be pointing out throughout the course of today's broadcast. Do you burn your Uno wild cards early or late? Do you hold on to them? Able to go to Uno here and force a +4 to T means that Potato Girl already on Uno and in a pretty good position.
Yellow.
Yeah, oh, and the switch from pickle to yellow, Kirik will have to pull, but that bait and switch from Potato Girl works out perfectly. Says, hey, I'll put that down, I'll throw it to a bait blue, and pickle falls right into it. And Potato Girl with a quick win.
Folks, I need you to wake up, all right? If you were lulled to sleep by all my announcements and gift codes and everything in between, we are into this tournament already, and Potato Girl already has a win. What a big way to start things off here, Potato Girl, grabbing your very first win and getting that much closer to moving on to the next round. It is first to 3 wins, so we have plenty of game to still be played, but that's got to feel good. Now, take a look at the left-hand side. Pickle starting with 2 +4 wilds. Obviously a great position to be in. It's just a matter of how you use them.
They will have to get through a couple of colors first. No discard alls that could potentially help with those greens. But yeah, at least a few more wilds available to the players this time around. But you got to be flying high if you're Potato Girl right now. A decisive win early feels great. But hey, we're only 30 seconds into this round, Gojj. Anything could happen.
By the way, we've got a YouTube poll. I told you you're going to see it. I want to see who you think is going to win each of these groups. Already got one for Group A. I'm seeing pretty nice majority here for T and Potato Girl as the top 2 front runners on that poll. So I'll keep an eye on that while you all take a look at it as well. Now, turn your eyes to T, bottom of your screen here. We got a discard all in yellow that could take you all the way down to Uno with a +4 wild. Hopefully, for T's sake, they could potentially either top deck something here or it's going to say, go ahead and invest the wild, take it to yellow, and hope nobody changes it.
Yeah, that'll be curious to see what happens. Kirik does have that discard all to play. Potato throws down the yellow, and no one expects 4 cards, Gojj, to be thrown down for that yellow. So, wow, that's kind of 2 plays with that wild that ends up staying the color they need and going perfectly in their favor.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where it doesn't always work out like that because sometimes you play a +4 wild and it stacks all the way around the table and you end up picking up like 16 cards. So, you know, anything can happen. That time it worked out perfectly, set themselves up on their own play. Well done, T, a champion for a reason. And now we've got 2 players on a win apiece. Now, if you take a look at that score, if you all are maybe just now tuning in to the Community Cup broadcast for the first time, that score is going to be a tiebreaker because it's the top 2 players in wins. One player will have 3 wins. One player will have 2 wins. They're going to be moving on to the next round. But if we have 2 players on 2 wins, tying for second, and then it will come down to that score number. That's going to be our tiebreaker. So keep an eye on that. It does matter. It isn't the most influential thing immediately, though.
Well, and Pickle finally in a good position to make something happen. I mean, Pickle and Kirik, a little bit on the back foot right now, Gojj. You got to be a little nervous. You're the only 2 who don't have a win. But both of them in a reasonably good position to make something happen. Kirik especially, both of them with those wilds. But these cards, this deck always makes me so hungry, Gojj. I mean, look at the candy corn. The best option on there by far.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun cards in this collection. I really like it. But we're already on Uno. Pickle in a perfect position to win it all here. Let me be very clear. I don't think there's anything Pickle can do aside to not win, aside from somebody potentially skipping, which it doesn't look like we have, reversing, which it doesn't look like we have. T feels so close, but unfortunately, Pickle gonna be the one grabbing the next victory pretty handedly. +4 wild, tried and true strat, save it to be your last card, and bang! We've got 3 games up, 3 games down, and 3 different winners.
Yeah, I feel like we know how fast these rounds tend to go, but these have been lightning fast. And now Kirik has that stress level, the only one who doesn't have a win. Pickle able to get on the board. But I don't know. I feel like Group A might go the distance, Gojj. I feel like everyone has what it takes to be able to get us all the way to those 9 rounds.
Everybody's proven themselves to be at least somewhat of a winner, right? Like they got to this point. You had to be top 8 in the semifinals, so you made it out of your group stages during the semifinals to get to this point. And so, yeah, I mean, they are winners. It's going to be close competition all day today. I mean, it comes down to what cards you draw, obviously, but really how you use them. Now, eyes being drawn here, obviously Kirik on the lowest amount of cards. T has 2 +4 wilds and is going to go ahead and burn one now, which actually is best case scenario because the player in first right now, Kirik, has got to draw 8 cards, has no way to answer back.
And this is great. I mean, if you can get to a discard all for Pickle, which is what might be happening right now, you're just going to be on the potential that actually chooses to throw down the 9, which I don't mind because we've seen success from this same play from T in round 2.
Yeah, honestly, that was, it's a smart play. It is a bit of a risky one, though, because if it goes blue, obviously, Pickle wins.
Oh!
Well, you know what? Sometimes you get a little risky and you get burned. It goes blue. It's exactly what Pickle wanted, but it was a draw and a stack, and you're drawing 10 cards. And I don't think they could have done anything else about that. Gonna go ahead and invest all of the blue, but wow, that is brutal to see. T now the first to Uno and in a pretty good spot here because a skip comes through and T is able to throw down their skip of red. All right, T making big plays, preventing potentially, a 5-card discard for a win, and instead wins the game herself. So T, the first one to 2 wins, Katie, and we're technically on game point here.
Yes, we are. T, I feel like, has made decisive moves and has read the room really well on when to make those moves. So T, very exciting, but let's jump into game. Let's see if T can do it one more time and close out Group A in fashion.
All right. So, folks, the stakes are very clear. In Group A, if T wins right now, it is over. Group A is done, and it's going to be T moving on. And then based on our tiebreaker at the bottom of your screen, Potato Girl has more points. Potato Girl would also be moving on. Anybody else wins, we keep playing for Group A. A big moment, and this decides a lot, especially because our prize pool, really favors the top of this event, and we want to make sure that we get to grand finals if we can. We've got a lot of ground to work.
Draw 2.
And look at these wilds, though. I mean, Potato Girl. You throw down that +4, it Pickle. There we go.
Wow,
it's over. Potato Girl's closing it out.
It's not only over, it's also an absolutely gigantic win for Potato Girl here because all 12 of these cards are going to go to Kirik and count towards her score. So it actually sets Potato Girl up to not only tie now for first in group, but also likely have the best score on the table, meaning they're likely moving on no matter who ends up winning this group. Very well done, worked out perfectly. And again, another moment where just holding on to your +4 wild at the end ends up netting you a victory. So, hey, sometimes the simplest strategies work when the cards go your way.
Let's take a look. It's not getting close out just yet, but Gojj, look at how close those scores are for Potato Girl and T. Just 18 points separating them, both with a chance to close it out, and looks like a few wilds across the board for them to work with.
Here we go. If Potato Girl or T win, we are done with Group A already. We are moving quick. If Pickle or Kirik win, we are still playing in Group A, and it's still anybody's ball game. First to 3 wins will dictate everything. And Potato Girl's looking good. Pickle and Kirik, though, if this order continues and no reverses are played, will eventually +8 Potato Girl. So I'm not sure it's necessarily the best position to be in, but we'll see what happens.
And goes for the wild. We'll see. Do you go for yellow or perhaps for a different color? Try and bait something out. And yes, the misdirection is in, and T finally able to get a top draw that works in their favor. But
yeah,
here comes that +4, +8 to Potato, and that's gonna sting.
Yeah, the problem with bluffing here, which of course Potato Girl can't see all these cards like we can. The problem with the bluff is that, well, somebody else has got to use their wild to change the color again because they also didn't have a red. So didn't work out there, but Pickle now in the best position technically.
Ooh. That's a nice moment for T to at least get rid of some of those cards as well. But now Pickle, all yellows for both Pickle and T. And there we go, right into Pickle's hands. What a reverse for the win.
Here we go, folks.
Wow.
We told you it's going to be good competition. How about 3 players on 2 wins each? Let's take a quick look at our YouTube poll. From my side, I'm seeing technically Potato Girl as the front runner and then T, which, you know, is good. That's good math from our YouTube chat there, but absolutely, Pickle now can win it all right here and knock one of those 2 players out from moving on at all. Pickle is in the worst position of the 3, but if Pickle wins right now, T will not be moving on.
This is crazy. I know. And Keurig really just hasn't been able to make something happen. But I said that this group could go to the distance. I felt like it. We're almost there. So if Keurig's going to have a moment, it's going to have to be right now.
Here we go. Eric's going to hold on to that discard all. Wants to make sure that he can play it potentially and surprise some folks. Now, this is interesting. Do you play the discard all and go Uno? No. Wants to get rid of his yellows. Doesn't want to be a huge threat. Oh, I still have 2 cards. Guess what? We go to blue. This is going to require a bluff from Pickle that she is not ready to do. Keurig now grabbing a win. Woo-wee!
What did I say? What did I say?
2, and now 1 win for Keurig. The only way we don't move on to Group B is if Keurig wins back-to-back games and forces us to a round 9, the maximum amount of rounds that we can play. All right, Keurig, all eyes are on you. If you want to keep your chances alive, I'm ready for it. Let's get into the game. Let's see how this one goes. A lot on the line on this one. And pretty even across the board. I mean, just general spread of cards. I don't have a front runner in mind, not yet.
No, I mean, a few discard alls to work with for all of these players. I mean, Pickle gets the most value out of it, but there they go right now. Let's see, does Pickle go for it or go for the skip? Chooses the skip, and interestingly, Gojj, all 4 of these players have been holding on to those discard alls to use in their final plays.
Yeah, now look at the string of +4 wilds when they come through. Unless Potato Girl goes now trying to avoid drawing 2 cards, which isn't a bad play at all. Keeps it red and is actually now opened up her to be the one that's going to receive the +8 cards if it gets around that way, but is on Uno. So now these players have to decide, do we burn it? And we do. Pickle doesn't have a red, and because of that, plays a +8 now with the help of T. This is still an even ballgame. This is still anybody's game here in Group A.
Wow, and look at the discard alls. Pickle has the option. Do you go blue? Goes blue. Wow. A discard. Everyone could discard back to Pickle.
Pickle could do this. Pickle is in the worst spot. Pickle does not move on unless Pickle wins this game. Potato Girl stops the thread of the discard alls, but it's a challenge so that she has to draw instead. Wow, and the +2 does end up going to Pickle, so the game is not over, but that was scary for a moment.
Wow, I mean, there is still a discard all, but those +2s, and Pickle hasn't even had a chance to play after that moment.
Now reverse coming through, so Pickle can get a bit of revenge with a skip. But do you want to play the skip or play the discard all? It's going to hold on to the discard all wisely, gets all the way back around. Pickle at this point, I don't
go green.
I don't think you have to bluff. Just get it green and see if everybody will play a green. You have 3. I don't think you can win. What?
Oh, what a top deck. What?
What a draw.
Wow.
That might have just saved Keurig's game. We are less than 60 seconds left in this one. And as we go blue, this is anyone's game still. Somehow, Pickle hasn't closed this out because Keurig's top deck luck there is crazy.
Okay, but the discards come in.
This is completely it. It comes down to this top deck draw. Doesn't get it. Pickle grabs the win with the green discard all. Pickle is moving on.
Let's go, Pickle.
All odds were against Pickle. Unbelievable. The top deck luck goes their way this time around. Very well done, Pickle. Congratulations. worked out flawlessly. The strategy is nice too because nobody expects you to be that dominant player that can come out of nowhere and swing for the fences with the discard all, but everybody wants to be that player. So let's take a quick look back at the replays from that one because there were some great moments. We played a lot of Uno Mobile in Group A, and I'm excited to see how the rest of these groups go. But Katie, let's look at these replays. I mean, we saw wins from everybody. Everybody got one on the board, and most people got 2 on the board. It's just Pickle was able to sneak it in at the very last second.
Yeah, and Potato and T both had such a hot start. But, I mean, we say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Pickle was able to close it out, got so close, and then was still able to make it happen. I mean, this was really exciting. All of these players showing what they had to try and close out Group A. But in the end, it's Pickles and Potatoes, Gojj.
Pickles and Potatoes, you're totally right. Here's some of those final moments as Keurig was able to grab a win, but at the end of the day, Pickle grabs one here. And this is that moment where Keurig gets his 1 win. And I honestly thought he was going to be able to grab both, but it just didn't go their way. Here's the final moment. Discard all comes through from Pickle. Perfect timing, right place, right time. Here's a quick look at those scores, and it is officially confirmed. Pickle, Potato Girl, both moving on, which means one of our 2 semifinal champions has been knocked out. We will not be seeing T into the later rounds. T and Keurig, congratulations on getting here, and unfortunately, that's how quick your time with us ends. Let's take a quick look at where these players moved to. We see Pickle has moved to semifinals 1, and we see Potato Girl moving down to semifinals 2.
That's super exciting for them. I mean, that's got to feel good, right? You come into it, Gojj, you mentioned that they're feeling nervous about this, and you got to have some nerves. There's a lot of money on the line here, and they get it done in that first round. They're in the semifinals. Maybe a moment, a big breath, inhale, exhale. They've got that first round out of the way.
This is crazy. We are already into the thick of it, folks, and I love it. This is what I wanted the grand finals to be. We've got a lot we could talk about today, but I have to remind you again, guess what? It's the 6-year anniversary of Uno Mobile, the game we all know and love. And well, with that anniversary comes many things, including the anniversary shop. Folks, this is a big one. You're going to be able to grab a bunch of things, these items from past seasons and events, and maybe even from your favorite collection.
But they're so cute.
Yeah, you're going to need to get these cake tokens in order to purchase from the shop, but it's really exciting because you can go back and get all of your favorite things in the anniversary shop that you have been missing. And we're going to be giving away some of those cake tokens in honor of Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary. So I'm going to ask you now, all you have to do to get involved in this giveaway is very simple. Just share your player IDs in the live chat. We're looking at YouTube now to start. So just share your live ID. Put it into the chat once is great. We'll see it. We're going to randomize and pick a couple winners. I will share those winners after the end of this next group, where we're going to be giving you quite a sizable amount of these cake tokens. You'll see here in a little bit so that you can go back and get your favorite items from the anniversary shop. I'm really excited about this one. So I told you, we got a lot of giveaways today. We got gift codes. We've got these cake token giveaways, all for the 6-year anniversary of Uno Mobile. Exciting stuff here in the booth, Katie, as always.
Look, I might have to go check out the shop too, because some of that stuff, not only did it look really, really cute, but those cake tokens, this whole theme today, Gojj, just making me a little hungry. The cake tokens aren't helping.
I like it. Well, look, there's a lot of food items out there because Uno Mobile loves to be, we love food around this part. And there's also cats, okay? I'm ready for some cats and some other new items. But again, excited about that anniversary shop, but I am excited about Group B, folks. We are hopping straight into gameplay, and put your IDs in chat while we're watching Group B, as well as vote in that brand new YouTube poll once it's active. Quick look here. I'm seeing honestly a nice hand from Poppy, a +4 wild, the only one on the board. Only a couple cards. Poppy, our substitute, looking pretty good.
Yeah, and Poppy again. We've seen so much success from substitutes previously, so an opportunity for any of these players to shine, to make it into the semifinals. And well, a couple discard alls, one coming out from Poppy, looking priming that wild. I'm seeing it, Gojj. You want to get that blue down and then throw down the +4, but it's going to be the +4 that has to come out early. And Tez, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's a quick +8 here for Tez, which is going to give Poppy a massive advantage, especially if it goes blue here. Freebie, Poppy, substitute, welcome to the party, my friend.
There we go.
You earned it. You were here at the right time, the right place, and you grabbed the very first victory of Group B. It's how fast things can go around here. I'm loving it, Katie. Congrats to Poppy, our first winner of Group B.
Look, things go fast. You've got to be able to take advantage of the openings when you get them, and that's exactly what Poppy did. But if we have learned anything from Group A, it could go all the way the distance. We saw 8 rounds there, and we're only 1 deep in Group B, so it's not over until it's over. I think anyone can make a comeback here.
All right, here we go. I'm voting for Poppy in the YouTube poll. That's all I'm saying. A nice, actually sizable victory as well from point totals. But look at Susie up in the top middle here. 2 +4 wilds. Has one to kind of ward off anybody trying to make her draw cards and use one on her own time. And is going to go ahead and use that one on her own time right now because they are not interested in Simone getting any more, leeway or headway rather into this game. But a nice skip here is going to set Simone up potentially for a discard all. And instead, she's going to hold on to that one because, well, it gets rid of 4 cards and forces us to green.
Forces to green. That could have been a great opportunity for Poppy if the discard all had happened. But we swing over to those +4s. And unfortunately for Simone, I mean, you are just getting hit with all of these draws.
Crazy.
And now Poppy, the only one with a wild to work with.
Yeah, Susie apparently wants to use these very early in order to kind of set herself out for success, which I respect. I'm usually somebody that likes to hoard onto them, but unable to ward that advance off means that you're right, Poppy's still in the best spot and continues to hold on. holding on that +4 wild. Poppy playing a slow, patient game. We'll see if it pays off for him as we go back to green again. He's got to decide again. Oh, a discard all.
Yeah.
Sets him up very well now with 2 cards.
Well, and I'm so impressed because Poppy did 2 top draws, Gojj, that were both blues. So it just worked perfectly into that discard all. Do you put it down now, but you pull a green? You just need to see someone get a 3 or yellow, and that's exactly what you get. The +4 is here. Can anyone even stop it? No, they can't. Poppy, 1 up, 1 down, 1 to go, Gojj.
Holy, I was so scared for the sake of Poppy at the very least that there's going to be a card that Susie could play on. Susie was the first one to Uno, could have won before we got to Poppy and his +4 wild down at the bottom. But because of Simone's skip, Poppy's able to grab another victory, and somehow, some way already, we are headed for potentially what could be our first 3-0 at the very beginning of this game if Poppy can win again. Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy, but Poppy is the only one without a +4 wild this time around. So good opportunity, good foundation for Simone, Susie, and Tez to start mounting a comeback.
Here we go.
Yellow.
Quick yellow.
Draw cards.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Ouch.
We missed the stack there.
Yeah, we
plus
did.
14 out of nowhere. That is the biggest stack we've seen today. Definitely not in the series of these competitions, but just today. As we see another skip come through.
Susie laughing at that stack onto Poppy was diabolical, by the way.
It's so classic. Tez not holding on to his +4 wilds. That's for sure. Does not want to draw cards. Susie was in a pretty good spot. Why not Susie draw 6?
We'll see. There we go. The discard. And Poppy can take advantage of that, but chooses not to. Just wants to force more cards into Tez's hand. Interesting, but I like it.
Another wild being played here from Susie. Had a blue, but elected to go red here. Maybe trying to feign that she doesn't have a blue. Nice.
No one gets to play except Poppy and Susie.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Simone in a really good position, albeit only with yellows, but it's a green here to play with, but we're staying. Now we go to blue. Now Susie has to make the same decision. Do I play my blue, or do I continue to fake that I don't have one? And so I go to yellow. That is best case scenario for Simone. And as we have a little bit of a skip war, we go back to blue again.
You Gotta wonder when those discard alls finally are gonna come into play, but that put Tez on Uno, and I don't know if anyone clocks the yellow.
Nobody knows, and Susie changes it back to yellow. We're gonna keep it yellow. We're gonna
wow,
I thought we were
Poppy!
gonna go all the way around. I thought we were going yellow all day, and Tez was about to win. Poppy drops a wild, changes everything, and now it's anybody's ball game with 41 seconds on the clock.
Wow, that was actually crazy. What a read. And look at this. I mean, Simone's still managing to hold on to first, but Tez wanting to get rid of that reverse so bad.
Yeah, Simone actually could win right here. Not out of nowhere. It's kind of been threatening to win, but this is it. A perfect draw from Susie.
Wow.
No, Simone's got a yellow, and Simone has grabbed their very first win. We're not going to see a 3-up, 3-down from Poppy. No, Simone says, I want a piece of that action. I want to make sure that I get into the next round. We've now got 2 players with wins, which means that if Poppy is able to grab this win, then both of those 2 players are going to be moving on to the next round.
I mean, you gotta be feeling pretty comfortable if you're Poppy, but the total score across those 2 wins is decent, but not massive. So it's not over until it's over. Simone finally on the board, but I'm excited. Let's jump into round 4, Gojj, and we're already well underway, 20 seconds off the clock.
Quick aside, I see all of you in YouTube chat. We have polled the winners, so no more do you need to spam your IDs. There will be more moments for you to win more of those cake tokens, but no more ID spam in the chat. There'll be gonna be another time, and we will share those winners at the end of this group, which could be here in just a moment as we tune back in. We're seeing a nice +6 draw that's gonna absolutely be a +10 all the way to Susie.
That is unfortunate for Susie. Good news for Simone in that they have the only +4 wild, I believe. But wow, that's so unfortunate when you know it's finally gonna hit you. But Tez now on that red. We'll see if they can actually throw one down. But the reverse says not just yet.
Do you hold on or do you play it now? It's hoping maybe that Susie can stack onto this, but instead doesn't look like Susie can, so it's gonna go for a challenge.
Tough.
Maybe at the prompting of Tez. And now Susie has 6 cards from that one, and Tez draws a discard all. Now Tez is still threatening Uno, even with 2 cards. And Simone's gonna join him also on red.
Red.
Oh!
That's a normal wild. That's a normal wild. Tez is grabbing a win. We got 3 players with a win now. Tez, congratulations. We knew Susie didn't have a +4 wild, so when it was played and I saw red, Tez with a perfect top deck to be able to play both of those at once. All right, we got a game on our hands. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think Group B was going to be quite as competitive as Group A, just the way we started. I thought Poppy was going to run away with it quickly, but now with 3 players on wins apiece, it's feeling a lot more like Group A.
Yes, it definitely is. I mean, Poppy's still a threat to close things out, but everyone else coming alive here, starting to make a comeback, and I love to see it.
All right. I mean, everybody's looking good. Simone, honestly, has some of the best cards. Just doesn't have a +4 wild, and we've started it. This is best case scenario for Poppy. Because this is going to be +14 onto Simone, and Poppy gets to save a +4 wild in this chaos. That's gigantic. Poppy in a really good position to close this group out if they can get rid of the rest of their cards.
Got a +14 into being skipped right after. That is, Simone, that is tough. And Tez losing that challenge into a +6.
Yeah, they're Poppy playing that +4 wild very early is surprising to me. We'll see if it ends up paying off. We do go to green at the behest of Simone, which is great for Poppy. Blue. We'll be able to get down to 2. Blue, not so much. Susie will be able to discard a couple, but how do we follow up from here? And Simone's not taking any chances. Simone says, I'm not doing a discard all. I don't want you to go out with 5 cards. I don't know what you have. I'm going to make you
I'll be happy to skip her back. Like, do it again. I will get a skip, and I will send the favor back to you. But Poppy does at least, unfortunately, have to draw 4. You'd wish a discard all on the green as well would have been nice. But, I mean, Susie now doesn't have a yellow, but at least the only one with a handful of cards remaining as Tez able to start throwing down some of those discard alls.
Yeah, everybody's thinking we're wary about the discard alls. We've seen people go out with even more cards than showing. But we risk it and no, Susie doesn't have it. Which means if it does go to red, Simone's in a really good position to go down to just a couple cards. And there's the discard all. Susie drew it off the top deck. A perfect value add, and we're going to skip just to make sure. But it's getting real dicey real quick because Susie's still now on Uno with another great top deck. All that happens if we go blue is Poppy gets really excited and Susie wins.
What are these top decks from Susie? Green all day long.
Gotta get it up blue or Susie's gonna win. We go to red.
Wow.
Giant discard all. We're still in this.
Oh my gosh. And that's a 2 out of Poppy. We only have 30 seconds left. Tez currently in the lead. Everyone's scrambling to throw away their cards.
Blue.
All right, we go to blue. Simone's going to be in a good spot. Reminder, action cards cost 20 points. So Tez technically in first right now. You can see the gold medal, 6 points. But somebody might go out here.
It could be a 6 and a 6.
If top deck, it needs to be massive. It doesn't get it. It means Susie's in the lead. Susie has to play. Draws a 0. Draws a 0. To win it. Susie wins because yet again gets crazy top deck luck. Draws a 0, which is worth 0 points to have the fewest amount of points and therefore win that game. Because of that is wild, Susie. Very well done. Nice job grabbing another victory. And Group B continues on.
That is actually crazy. I mean, you said it right. We thought Poppy was going to run away with it. And just like that, again, Poppy's still on match point, but not able to close it out.
Yeah, and let me be very clear. That's actually Susie's first win. So now every player has a win. It wasn't a very commanding win. So Susie technically still in last, but in a better spot to have a good chance to win this.
Ooh, oh no, Tez. Oh no.
Yeah, this is
oh no.
This is pretty bad. It's gonna be a plus 12 to Tez. And Susie has 2 +4 wilds that Susie doesn't have to play.
That's tough.
Talk about a good time.
Yeah, I mean, Susie on the revenge tour wasn't happy with how those first 4 games went. Those 2 +4s, you can almost say it guarantees it, but we have seen crazy things happen. But the first one being played now, swinging it over to blue.
Draw 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over necessarily. Susie's
well, I mean, if it stays on...
Look at
I know, yeah. If it stays on this pattern, I mean, you can throw down that blue, and it doesn't matter. It's over. Poppy closes it out in 3.
I haven't seen somebody lose with a +4 wild as their last card in a very long time, and it was just because of the nature of the plays. Congratulations, Poppy. You finally did it, you madman. Very well done. You've won Group B, and you're going to be moving on to the next round. 2 commanding wins at the very beginning. It was just a matter of time. Let's take a quick look back at some of the replays on that one, Katie. That was wild.
I mean, I love to see this from Poppy again. And the beginning of these replays came out aggressive, goes back to back. And then everyone else started really clawing their way into Group B. But I mean, there was a couple great moments. Simone had some Tez, and Susie just coming online a little too late, and Poppy closing it out at the end.
Yeah, Poppy was playing a very patient play style, holding on to +4 wilds for the last 60 seconds or so. I really like that play style, and it seemed to work here. Everyone, though, was able to grab a win, which I think, again, applaud everybody that competed today. Even if you're getting knocked out in the first round, you're still grabbing wins on main stage, competing for a bunch of cash, and you made it here. So congrats to you. There's Tez's win with a nice discard all play. And here's that very final crazy top deck luck there from Susie to grab her first win. And this right here is wild. The fact that Poppy was able to win just in the nick of time because nobody could do anything about Susie. But by the way, look at the scores. Yes, Poppy's moving on, but there was a question mark in my mind. Who else? And it's Tez. Tez's win was the most commanding of the other 2 players. And because of that, is also moving on with the score. So it's going to be Poppy moving to the next round and Tez moving to the next round. And let's see where they go. We're going to move Tez to semifinals 1, and we're going to move Poppy down to semifinals 2.
All I've learned so far from Group A and Group B is that you're highly likely, guaranteed actually, to win if your name starts with a P. So as we go into Group C, Pedro's got to be feeling good.
Yeah, feeling really good. I think that's a good, if history.
This is my analysis, Gojj. And so far, I'm 100% correct, okay?
Folks, we're headed to Group C next, but like I told you, we have maybe picked a few winners for our cake tokens. If we've got them, I want to roll them. Let's see who our first 3 winners are of our cake tokens. It's Aloe, Glossandra, and Andre. If you see your name on the screen, you don't have to go anywhere. You just win. Congratulations. We've already got your IDs. The people behind the scenes are going to get these sent over to you. It'll take a little bit of time. It won't happen today, but it'll happen pretty soon. You're going to get your cake tokens so you can use them in the anniversary shop. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary, Uno Mobile. Congratulations. We got these tokens for you because of the 6-year anniversary, folks. So congratulations to these first 3. We are not spamming IDs. Now we will have another chance to do that a little bit down the line where more people can win. So congrats. Now, I'm going to head to a very short break. We got some fun content to play real quick. It is very short, by the way. You're going to be seeing me in just a moment because we've got Group C and Group D to play here in just a little while. Don't go anywhere.
Uno!
And welcome back. I told you it'd be a short break. I'm excited to be back for our annual final. We've seen some amazing action here in our Group A and Group B and Group C right around the corner. But I gotta ask you, have you tried it yet, Season 30? Have you checked it out? We got a brand new collection system that launched with Season 30, which enables you to trade collected cards with your friends. Have you tried it yet? Have you started collecting the whole deck yet? If you have, I need to see you in chat. Start dropping your comments about how many cards you've collected. Maybe your friend that's collected the whole deck already somehow. I don't know what you've been doing, but tell me how it is. Tell me how this new card collection trading system is. It seems really, really cool, and I want to hear more about it. To do that, though, you gotta download the game, all right? So make sure you go download Uno Mobile for free right now on iOS and Android Google Play Store, and also follow Uno Mobile on all major socials. You might be wondering, hey, Community Cup, what was this all year? Yeah, you missed a lot. If you did, there's a lot of info about it on socials and in the Discord, so go follow Uno Mobile on all major socials. We are live all over the place, folks. I see all you live chatters and viewers, and on our Twitch chat and TikTok, Facebook, we're everywhere, okay? But I'm hanging out in the YouTube chat right now. Now let's bring Katie back on broadcast because we got some more things to talk about, Katie, as we get into Group C. And I think before we get into that, I gotta help the people out. All right, so let's roll another gift code. Production, they're asking for it. Let's see it. I see you in chat. I'm watching you. I see you, Mark. I know you're asking about the code. New Uno Journey. This is your new code. Another 400 coins, 5 diamonds, and one 4x shield. Talk about rewarding you for the 6-year anniversary of Uno Mobile. We got a lot more of these codes coming. I ask you to stay patient, though. We've got more, but only if you're patient. I'm a man of the people, but I'm a strict man of the people. New Uno Journey is your code. Now, how do you enter these, Gojj? It's pretty simple. Go to that cogwheel, click it, head down to gift code, click redeem, and type in New Uno Journey. Just like it's spelled, make sure you spell it correctly. If it doesn't work, because you spelled it incorrectly, all right? Try it out, and the mods can help you if you need help. It is limited amount, and we got a lot of people watching this broadcast right now because everybody wants to know who could take home that $30,000, and so there's a chance if you don't redeem it fast enough, it might be gone. Katie, how you feeling after Group A and B?
I feel great. I think this has been a ton of fun. We've seen great plays from all of these players, but I'm really excited to jump into groups C and D. And I know they've got to feel antsy too, Gojj. They've been watching all the action. They want to jump in and prove that they have what it takes to move into the semifinals and maybe even the final here today.
Yeah, I think it's a great shout. There's a lot on the line as well, right? I mean, obviously a lot of cred. You want to be the champion of 2024. It was so fun, chatting with our champion last year. But there's a lot of money on the line. Let's take a look at that pricing before we get into Group C here. This is what they're playing for, folks. $30,000. If you win this competition, though, $15,000 personally. Talk about life-changing money right here with Uno Mobile. This is awesome to see. Of course, $7,500 for second place, and it delineates all the way down. $2,250 for third and fourth, and then $750 for fifth through eighth. So you gotta get out of group stages if you want to make some cash. Top 8 making some money today, Katie.
$15,000 for first place. My goodness. Okay, I would definitely be anxious if I were these players. $15,000 on the line for first place, Gojj? I mean, look, if you are in a winning position, if you're walking home with cash today, you've got to feel good, but $15,000, that would be an amazing way to start out your 2025.
Yeah, and look, folks, I've been talking about the Discord all day today for several reasons. One of my favorite parts about these Uno Mobile broadcasts, while we have a second, is not only our amazing rewards, prize pool of $30K, and this incredible trophy behind me that I'm going to ship out to whoever wins this and get a chance to talk to them on broadcast, but also there's just so many amazing people in the Uno Mobile community, right? I saw Laura in Discord, a former winner way back in the day when we first got this whole thing started, saying hey in the YouTube chat. And so, like, it's really cool to see everybody kind of coming together and celebrating the end of this era of Community Cup. There's a lot more competitions coming up down the line. I'm going to talk more about some of those today, but go get involved. Go hop into the Discord. Go meet some people and play a lot more Uno Mobile. I know our players are excited to play some today as well. But Group A has been completed. Group B is completed. We're moving to Group C. Let's roll that bracket again. Let's take a look at our players and talk a little bit about Group C while we wait on these players to get ready. We're moving down. It's going to be JC83, Pedro, Lex, Coco Chanel. That is where we are headed next. Top 2 moving on, of course, to make it into the semifinals. Then we will see our Group D players of Lenny, Julius, King Fox, and Yaya. Speaking of Group C, Katie, talk to me, about your favorite player here. You're saying it's going to be Pedro that's going to win this one because, well, everybody else down there in semifinals 2 is named P, also Pickle.
Look, I'm just saying, if your name starts with a P, you have 100% success rate at making it to the semifinals. Pickle, Potato Girl,
Fair.
Poppy, Pedro's got to be feeling pretty good about their chances. But look, I also remember Coco Chanel. I know what they can throw down in a game of Uno. JC as well, but Pedro can't let Pickle, Potato, and Poppy down. You got to make it into the semis.
Okay, I like that a lot. Well, we're looking at Pedro. I don't know if I have a prediction. I think, JC83 technically top seed, going into this next round based on the way everything was seeded. But these are brand new players, a brand new instance. and a brand new opportunity to see what they can do. And not everything's gone to see. Pickle is technically, one of our top players in Group A, of course, but wasn't the top player. T obviously winning our first semifinals meant one of our champions has been dethroned, if you will. So never goes according to plan. It's chaos always, and I'm excited to see what happens for sure. One thing I've noticed in Group A and Group B in particular was that our players have been yes, nervous, but also willing to play their strategy. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing that I've noticed is that, you have a player like Poppy who plays their strategy, which is very slow, calm, cool, collected, hold on to the +4 wilds, and not interested in burning those early. Whereas some of our other players that have also found success are playing really aggressive, playing those +4s right when they get them, making people draw as much as possible. Hey, and if it works for you, then it works for you, and you're moving on to the next round. Just a matter of executing that strategy and what you're planning on doing. But Katie, I think my question so far is, what's your favorite part of the Uno Mobile Community Cups? This is probably your 6th or 7th broadcast you've done with us. And so far, while we're waiting on these players to get into the lobby, it's cool to reminisce a little bit because this is the last one of the year, the last Community Cup competition, and it's been a wild ride.
It has been, and I think it's so special to be a part of these broadcasts because I think Uno Mobile's community is something special and unique within the broader gaming and esports space. So for me, what is most memorable, what's been the most fun about these broadcasts is those interviews with the winners at the end of each event. They are the most wholesome, wonderful people. I have interviewed a lot of esports players in my time, and they are very uniquely just proud and happy to be here. A lot of them just so surprised that they found themselves the winner of an esports event. I remember when we talked with Lenny very recently, and I think Lenny was saying, hey, I'm gonna go tell my parents that I won. And it's just, I think, genuine, wholesome, happy, and how much they love the Uno Mobile community as well. It really shines through, and that's something special for me to be a part of.
I love that great breakdown. Well, folks, Group C was taking too long, so we're headed to Group D. You're going to be seeing Lenny right now. Lenny, Julius, King, Fox, and Yaya on your screen. All the way down to Group D, and then we will come back to Group C while the players sort out a couple issues. So because of that, Group D on your screen now. First game of Group D, first to 3 wins moves on. I am excited that we got into some action.
Blue.
Yeah, Group D, look, maybe we're just winding up for an epic showdown in Group C. Who knows? But right now, it's going to be Lenny and Co. on the board. First game is underway, and would love maybe a couple discard alls for all those cards. A blue would be great, but still some +4 wilds in play. We'll just see when they choose to use them. 50 seconds off the clock, and those 3 minutes, Gojj, they go by faster than you'd think.
No, I totally agree. I've played a lot of games of Uno Mobile, and there's been a lot of games where not everybody gets rid of all their cards, and we've seen that already once today. But a discard all into blue means first Uno of the round and first Uno of Group D. Yaya able to go down to Uno, and immediately we're swinging over to red because, well, Lenny needs to get some cards on the table, and it looks like he's going to be able to do that. So that's a reverse, swinging it back all the way up to King Fox, who now, because of Julius's play, is going to have to draw. Nice play there from Julius, but it goes blue, and it gets a top deck, which means it can't be changed, which means out of nowhere, Yaya said, thank you very much. I will take that. That's a freebie, right? If you're Uno and you're on the wrong color and somebody changes it to the one color you need, just send them a message. Thanks. I appreciate it. You might have secured me at the minimum $750 because I'm making it to the next round.
Yaya is going to take any advantage, any opening, and close that out. And to be the first one on the board with a win has to feel good, but you got to do it at least 2 more times. The reverse is coming in quick, but so far almost everyone with a +4 and everyone with a wild.
Yeah, here we go. Now, as we look at the cards, you're right. Everybody's got some wilds across the board. Yaya is in an okay position, but the problem is the only player without a +4 means that likely Yaya is going to be the one to draw 12 cards. We'll see, but it really depends on the order at which this is played. Here we go.
That discard all from Yaya could go crazy depending on what happens. But you go red and, well, I feel like hardly anyone has it. I say that now, and we can swing over to green for the potential of a discard all later. But Yaya, you can tell, really deciding, debating, and chooses to go with the wild, keep it blue. That is going to force King to use that +4, and it's going to be a +8 over to Lenny.
Yeah, that's big. That's honestly huge for the side of Julius to be able to ward off the attack, if you will, of King Fox. But with the +2, King Fox lucks out. I was going to say it's going to take a little while for King Fox to play that card, but apparently that's not the case. Worked out perfectly yet again. Message him, thank you. Nice work. That was a nice play. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I feel like it's very rare that we see a game of Uno end on a +2 into a +2 closing things out. So, I mean, King Fox happy to take advantage of that moment, and that's going to be Yaya, King Fox, both on the board. No one putting us at match point just yet.
All right, here we go. Reverse has been played, so that means we're going to see another reverse likely. No, going to burn into the skips. Move this thing around quickly. I don't know if anybody has a best hand necessarily. I'm liking King Fox a lot again for potential back-to-back wins, especially could go ahead and burn the discard all now, which he does. Now just needs to get it to yellow, and do you set yourself up for the yellow? No, you're going to bluff it. We'll see if it pays off. This is a risky strategy, but I like it. It's going to be 8 for Lenny. And then Yaya gets to decide what to do here.
Yeah, I mean, do you play the wild in the hopes that King doesn't have one, and that's what you do? And, well, unfortunately, the challenge doesn't pay off either. Fox from Uno to a +6. That's tough.
Does get a discard all on the yellow, so isn't out of the... It is actually fairly out of the weeds, if you will. But Julius now says, I'm not bluffing. I'm just setting myself up. And the only thing anybody can do is that right there. Lenny, the only one that could change even the color at all. And a quick +2 means a +4 for Julius. And we're right back where we started.
And a lot of people now with these discard alls. But yeah, on Uno, the discard going to come out from Julius, going to go to Lenny. And I assume the blue will be played for that discard. But, ooh. There you go. Yaya going to be forced to draw. And does get one. Okay, so back on Uno, but that reverse will force the draw again. Stays on yellow.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the YouTube polls. I see everybody voting for this one. And a lot of folks are saying Yaya as the player to watch. So we'll see. It's still very close. We are under 60 seconds. Pretty even across the board. All wilds have been burned. There's only one discard.
Okay, look at that. 0 only for Fox.
In a really good spot, but the question is anybody going to be able to change it? Need a top deck, doesn't get it. King Fox said, I'll set myself up. It had worked last time. I guess I'll do it again. Why not? King Fox now, the first player to 2 wins. So I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, I mean, King Fox, especially when you get down to that last 30 seconds, it's stressful. You see that gold one jumping back and forth, and wasn't even bothered by it, was able to get it done. So very impressive, but Gojj is not over yet. We saw Poppy on 2 wins for a while before it was closed out.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm getting a little worried for my other champion, my friend Lenny, a.k.a. Justin, who joined us last time in the booth for the interview, winning semifinals 2, in a position to not move on somehow is crazy. Here we go. King Fox is going to try to make sure of that. Julius also still in the running to try to get on the board for the first time, and in the best spot right now to do so.
Yeah, that +4 could be huge. Does go to blue, which will put Julius in a perfect position if it stays blue to end on that +4, but now it's swinging back to green. King Fox, what will you change it to? Or do you want to hold on to the wild? No, goes to yellow.
I don't mind this play. This is Julius' decision-making. Got plenty of time. You just draw the card. Nope. Julius says, again, not bluffing. I've got a blue, and I'm going to play this. Everybody else just play your blues, and I'll win. We'll see. Yaya has one, and King Fox does as well. They can't do anything about it. Julius, you might have just pulled off the perfect strategy. King Fox lays it down, and Julius said, thank you very much. That worked out great. Congrats to Julius, now joining the winner's circle with being the third player to join that. At Lenny, the only player to not have a win, which, again, surprising, but it's Uno Mobile. Anything can happen. I've been impressed with these players thus far. I'm impressed with what they're able to do. And again, it comes down to a player who says, I'm going to play my game, which is not bluffing. It's straightforward play. And we're going to make sure we can make this all work by just setting myself up for success. So worked out well there for Julius. And we'll see if he's going to be able to do it again.
Well, you're going to get at least one of those +4s out of King Fox, thanks to Julius. That'll mean King Fox and Lenny, the only two with +4s to work with.
Yeah, quick +8 means a couple people maybe had to burn theirs early, but here we go. Lenny.
Green.
All eyes on Lenny right now to try to get a win right now. But right now, it's looking really good for him. He does finally have to draw, but he gets discard all, so he's still technically on like 2-card plays.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, worst case scenario, and he ends up getting 2 discards same color. So really not that bad, especially if it can stay blue, ends up going to red, and that will force Lenny to draw. See if he can get lucky again. Does not.
+2, though. That'll get back to yellow, which doesn't help too many people. A couple cards can be played here. If Yaya plays that discard all, though, Lenny goes to Uno.
But
I mean, it's the only yellow.
No, just wants it on red so badly.
Yeah, burns and invests another wild card to get it to red. And again, can't play because that's another +2. Lenny still having to draw. King Fox. Again, if King Fox wins here, folks, Group D is done.
Reverse.
This is crazy.
This is so... Lenny is just getting the worst luck with these reds.
There's only Yaya can play red right now.
This actually is diabolical work from Yaya. No one else can deal with reds, and just every time, like, but what if we went back to red, Gojj?
All right, well, discard alls galore across the table means we might see a long stack of them. See what King Fox decides to do. Needs to get down to Uno on just that +4 wild to end it. Julius said, okay, let me get as close as I can to winning this thing. Discard all. Still, Yaya does not elect to play the discard all and just plays another green because they know that several people don't have green. We go back to yellow. Finally, the yellow discard all comes out. King Fox is going to burn it and probably go blue here, or is it a bluff?
Okay, wow, that's massive that it doesn't go to that blue because then Julius is just on a 0 card.
Yeah, it does have to draw there, so draws 4 cards. King Fox looking for a 9. Doesn't get it. Still on green. There's his 9. Doesn't stay there, though. Continuing to have to draw. Now, finally, we get to blue. Julius trying to burn the discard all. We're on 8 seconds, folks. I mean, we're about to be done and dusted right here, right now, and it's Lenny with the lowest card hands. Julius thinks that maybe 11, 12 points that he has could win it, and no, it is Lenny. Every player now has a win. Lenny, congratulations, my friend. Luckily, the final 3 cards, 1, 2, and 3. So only 6 points on the board means Lenny easily had the lowest point total. Wow, that was honestly pretty wild. I wasn't expecting that. I got a little lost in the sauce there. Then all of a sudden, we had no time left on the clock. And because of that, Lenny was able to grab a win.
Hey, King Fox, that's got to sting a bit. Gojj was so very close to being able to close it out, but just things didn't go their way. Needed a good top deck, couldn't get it, but let's focus on the match in front of us. Group D, King Fox still a win away from closing things out.
All right. Again, yeah, you're right. King Fox wins. We're done with Group D, so still has some breathing room. Anybody else joins King Fox at 2, they're going to be feeling pretty good, but they're going to have to do it again if they want to move on to the next round. Quick blue, Julius, all of a sudden, already threatening to go out, but 12 cards about to head his way, pending this first +4 wild. Does King Fox do it? There it is. All of a sudden, honestly, the playing field pretty even, with Lenny going to be probably in the best spot technically, as Julius draws 12.
Interesting, and I've noticed from Yaya's gameplay, just doesn't want to give anyone advantages ever. It always feels like those wild cards are used strategically to hamper other players and not necessarily to help Yaya.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, hey, sometimes the best defense is the best offense, you know? I mean, the best way to win championships is a good offense. Is that a thing people say? Probably not. Not anymore.
It is now.
But, yeah, it is now. As we head to green, and that is best case scenario for Yaya. It's going to go to Uno.
But now you know Yaya isn't going to have any greens to work with, so it's going to want to be one you stay on. Yaya will have to draw here, but gets a reverse into King Fox, and still they know no greens.
Oh, that's best case scenario.
Yep.
Lenny's got a 2. Lenny does have to draw. That almost would have ended the game. If he wouldn't have had to draw there, I think he plays the 2, and Yaya goes out. But now Lenny just getting punished over and over, continuing to have to draw, as Yaya having to draw some of their own. King Fox now with 3 cards apiece in the best spot.
Well, you put that down. If it gets into a position where it's a reverse into a reverse, we're not there just yet. King Fox, do you choose to play the wild? And you do.
Wow, it does. I mean, we're less than 60 seconds. You don't really have time to hold on to it anymore. Go ahead and burn it. Here we go. 40 seconds on the clock. Discard all is potentially coming out from Lenny. He's got to get cards on the table and got to get down fast. No greens from hardly anyone else. Means a lot of draws here. It's going to come down to that top deck luck. What are you going to grab?
Wow.
We do go to blue. Lenny trying to make a play here. As the reverse comes through, that is going to force a +2 on a King Fox. Yaya in the best spot right now and can play 2. Going to burn the entire clock that she can to hope it doesn't get back to her. A massive play here from Julius is not going to get him anywhere close to winning, but does move the cards around the table. Yaya is going to have to play, has to draw, and draws a 1. Yaya wins with the 1 card. Look, King Fox was close. King Fox had 27 points. If that's an 8, King Fox wins right there and moves on to the next round. Yaya kept everybody's dreams alive here in Group D with a 1 draw off the top deck. That's wild.
That is crazy because that's 2 rounds in a row now, Gojj, where King Fox has gone into the final 30 seconds in the lead, prime position, and then those top draws are just doing nothing for them. That is tough. But now King Fox and Yaya in prime position to close this out.
Yeah, if King Fox or Yaya wins, they both move on. Either way it works, and they're next to each other. Like, if one of those 2 of them are looking like they're about to win, I mean, if you can help them out somehow with a card, you know that, you could skip or something. I don't know what it is. If you can help them out, it doesn't matter. You're both moving on. There's a +14, though, to Yaya, so that's not going to help.
Not going to help at all, but I mean, King Fox isn't going to take a +10 to help Yaya out, so that is unfortunate, but there are red, yellow, and blue discard alls for Yaya. So option here to make a comeback if things go their way.
All right, well, it might start right now. Quick discard all means everybody knows King Fox doesn't have a blue, but is down to 2 cards first. So what color do we do for Yaya? Oh.
Yaya never, every time I expect Yaya to make a move like a discard all, never does it.
I think Yaya was scared that Lenny was going to go out or Julius was going to go out with another discard all. Didn't want to keep it on the discard all train. I respect it, but red all the way around the room means King Fox will be seeing you in the next round, my friend. All of a sudden snuck up, grabbed the win. Very similar to what we saw in Group B. After a couple early wins, took a little while, and then finally made it to the winner's circle and is going to be moving on to the next round. Congratulations to King Fox. And that also means congratulations to Yaya, the only other player with 2 wins, Katie.
Yeah, Yaya's got to be feeling good because they had like 16, 17 cards at the end. They're like, King Fox, please just end this round so that I can move on. But let's see how we got there. Here's King Fox with that victory. And everyone was able to get at least 1, Gojj. But when it came down to it, I mean, it really was just King Fox and Yaya through the end of this. But here we go. Julius does get that nice 1 play into the blue. And here we had some of those big discard alls.
Yeah, this is a big moment. I think I'm looking back on our YouTube polls, and it was looking like most people were cheering on Yaya. So you were right to some degree. But it was King Fox that ends up securing the actual victory of this group. And here's a couple of those wins as grabs the last one there. And here's a quick look at that scoreboard, by the way. The score on the right doesn't matter in this instance. No ties that matter at this point. So it's going to be 3 wins for King Fox, 2 wins for Yaya, and both of those players moving on to the next round. Big congratulations to both of you. Very well done. We'll be seeing you in the semifinals. Let's take a look at where we will find them. And unfortunately, it's looking like, well, not unfortunately, it just looks like King Fox can be heading down to semifinals 2, and we're going to be seeing Yaya up in semifinals 1. I was going to talk about P's not making it, but there's no P's in Group D. So everything that you said thus far about everybody with a P to start their name has been correct, Katie.
Look, I know it must hurt you to say that, but I just want to savor this moment of you telling me that I'm correct. And when Pedro moves on, as I know Pedro will, look, much like I love the vegetable peas, I love the pea players in this game.
Okay.
And they're going for victory.
Well, like we mentioned before, that was Group D, but we haven't grabbed Group C yet. So still one more group to go. And you're not going to want to miss this one. I'm really excited. But I told you there's going to be more chances for giveaways, folks. So it's time to bring back those IDs. We're going to be dropping some more cake tokens in the chat for 3 more special winners. You got a couple minutes here of typing your ID in chat, and then we'll pick a couple winners and we'll add them to a graphic. Stay patient. We will show that at the end of Group C. And I will tell you in Group C once we've grabbed our winners. So once I say stop spamming so that we can hang out and have a good time in chat. Sound good? Cool. All right, go ahead. Now's your time. You want to get your spam IDs out right now. Get it all out of your system because we're going to be picking 3 winners for these amazing anniversary cake tokens so that you can use them in the anniversary shop, all for Uno Mobile's 6th anniversary.
I think you should put it on.
Uno Mobile.
We gotta see it. You haven't worn it not once. We need the full aesthetic to celebrate the 6th birthday.
It's a little small, so it doesn't really.
This is fantastic.
Really fit. Goes through the beard.
I've never felt more festive.
Okay.
This is excellent.
It's
I love that.
It's a little tilted. Okay, that's the best I can do for us. On broadcast. Maybe I'll wear it for part of Group C. It's holding my hair back.
Hear me out.
It's tucked into my beard now.
Through the finals. I mean, how could you possibly call the final moments without your happy birthday hat?
We'll save the happy birthday hat for the end, maybe. You're right. Maybe I'll put it back on for the end. Okay, I like that idea, Katie. Let's jump into Group C. They're finally ready, folks. Let's cheer on our Group C players. I'll put this hat back on maybe for the finals. It is very tight and quite small. But hey, happy anniversary, happy birthday to Uno Mobile. 6 years of amazing gameplay. But this is a big competition, and we got to focus on the players right now as Group C finally on the board. And it's looking like Coco Chanel, actually. Couple wilds and a +2 in a really good spot.
In a really good spot indeed, and that's what you want to see, right? Gets it to blue, wants to get that +2 out immediately, and then close it out, because even if Pedro goes into a wild here, it'll still end with Coco, but see, do you play it? Green. And there we go. Does actually pull it out early, so now, unfortunately for JC, this is going to be a tough break here in round 1.
Yeah, the first of many drawn cards, and so tough to see, but it happens as we see Coco Chanel go to Uno, the first player to do so, and JC, the only player not on a low amount of cards now, with a quick +12. Lex, it is the blue. Lex can't do anything about it. Talk about a nice win. Add 12 to JC's stack, and then grab the victory. That'll work. Coco going up first early with the first win of Group C.
And Coco, look, I remember Coco's plays from previous events and just really handles these situations well. So excited to see an early win for Coco. But Pedro, you can't let me down. Pedro with the peas. I believe in you.
Katie's cheering on Pedro. I want to see who you're cheering on, YouTube chat. We got a nice poll happening right now. I'm voting for Pedro as well, and it looks like everybody's listening to you. 38%, 39%, and counting going to Pedro right now. So apparently they listen to what we say, and we'll see if we're all correct as a unit, YouTube chat and us here in the booth. But I'm loving these cards. First time we've seen these on broadcast today. As a quick +10 to Lex means that Coco yet again in the best spot.
Yeah, especially if you could somehow, I was going to say, if you could keep it on that discard all, but this might work out even better if we can get to red, and Pedro might be serving a win up on the platter for Coco Chanel. Unfortunately, that +2 stopping it just shy, and that's actually now going to be a +8 to Pedro as it goes to green. Wow, that +2 from Lex is actually so huge.
Yeah, the reverse from Coco earlier saved Coco from having to draw 8 or I think at least 4 cards, if not 8 cards there, because JC would have played +4 wild on Coco, but still catching the brunt end of some action cards. +2 to Coco and a couple skips. And now we've reversed back the other direction. So back the way we came. Into blue we go this time around, which JC has to draw 4 cards, so can't play. Coco can't play on this, so that's 6 now because of the failed challenge, and Coco still has to draw.
I mean, at least Coco is drawing the same colors to work with these discard alls, so that's the saving grace of this, especially as it will stay on the green. So there we go. Now potential here. If we can get to red, but that's not going to be the case. These +2s, whether it's thrown on the pile or forced to Coco, are just hurting it. But there we go now. And Uno on to yellow if you can make it happen. But unfortunately, that draw.
Yeah, you know Coco doesn't have a couple colors, but it doesn't matter when you play a discard all. This is what Yaya in the last group was trying to avoid. You know people are going to go out when you play discard alls. It's just a matter of time. They're so incredibly strong, and you don't know how many cards they're going to have stacked underneath it. It could be 6, and it could be just 1. But either way, you're going to be winning the game. Very well done. And another great victory from Coco. Seems like 3 of our groups have gone nearly identically to begin things. The question is, will Coco break the mold and potentially go 3 up, 3 down here? Or will we see some other wins before Coco seals this deal?
Well, Pedro going to try and avoid that 3-0. 2 +4s, the only one with those +4s so far to start things off. And skips out the gate. We'll see what they can get done as it swings over to red. Wow, I bet JC wishes they had a discard all.
Yeah, we are flying right now. Pedro, the only ones with +4 wild, means that JC going to have to draw. We've changed up the perspective here, folks, a little bit. If you haven't noticed, Coco is on the left-hand side, but Coco is the only player with wins right now. And again, in a really good position to win it all right now. 2 cards, and one of those is a wild. We'll see what happens, but it's looking pretty good. And JC said, all right, Gojj, relax. Not that good. Here's a quick +2.
+2, definitely not ideal. And you want to get it to the yellow or the green. And, well, unfortunately, it's going to be neither. Swings over to blue, and Pedro finally says, I'm getting rid of these wilds. I need it to be on yellow or green. And
Coco Chanel's going to Uno with the wild card out of nowhere. Pedro plays yellow. Also, we have the yellow. We reverse into it. Coco Chanel says 3 up, 3 down. That is all I need. I'm moving to the semifinals, and you guys got to do some math to figure out who else is coming with me. Not taking any chances. Unreal. It's the first time we've seen that in a long time here in the booth. It's happened before a couple times on broadcast, but it has been a wild with somebody just winning 3 in a row. Insane moment.
3 in a row for Coco Chanel. But I think that might be bad news for Pedro Gojj. We'll have to wait and see. But Coco,
I don't know.
Holding it strong. And let's look at this because, well, this replay is going to be short because, well, it's going to be Coco. It's going to be Coco. And then it's going to be Coco Chanel Gojj.
That's right. And that also means that we got math to do. The way this works while we're watching this is there's no total score. Nobody else won. So it comes down to hand points. How many points did you have in your hand at the end of each of these 3 games? The person with the lowest amount of points in their hand will be moving on. And this is the correct order. I told you the score we're showing is total score. Coco Chanel has 1, obviously moving on. Lex had the lowest amount of points in their hand, which means Lex will be moving on as well to the next round. Unbelievable. What a way to close off our group stages with both those two players moving on. Unfortunately, Pedro, JC, you had a great run throughout many stages of this competition, but you are done today and done with the Community Cup. Here's a final look at our group stages moving into our semifinals. We now have our stage set with Pickle Coco, Tez, and Yaya in the top semifinals. The second semifinals is going to be Poppy, King Fox, Potato Girl, and Lex.
Or Pedro. Say it ain't so. But that's okay. For Coco, Chanel, and Co., they are very happy to be able to move on into the semifinals and down to our final 8. Gojj, $15,000 for first place. One of these 8 players is going to be ending the day with a massive smile on their face. I mean, I just love this for them. The semifinals, I think, going to be really high octane. And I think, if anything, what we saw from the quarterfinals, from the initial groups, was a lot of players holding on and making those discard all plays and to close things out. And I'm wondering if we're going to see that same kind of gameplay style in the semifinals, or if we'll be mixing it up a little bit.
I think it's a great question. Folks, we're already done with Group C. We're done with our last group, which means you can stop the spam, all right? I know I told you it was going to be the end of this group, and I thought it would be a bit longer, but it was a really quick group, and we've already pulled our winners. So let's show those winners on screen. You can stop the spam. No more IDs, not for now, because Juan Carlos or Jean Carlos, Lady 380, and Slipback, you are our 3 winners here with 2,000 anniversary cake tokens that you can use in the anniversary shop for all of the amazing things that maybe you missed in the past. So no more ID spam. Congratulations to these 3 winners. We will do this one more time later in the show, and we will not count your IDs until then. So I'll tell you when you can put your IDs back in the chat. Let's hang out and have a dang good time. But congratulations to these 3 winners. Now, before we move on to the semifinals, we're going to go to a break. And before we go to a break, I've got to remind you about something that's happening right now. Crown Royale, the global tournament, is ongoing. It's happening right this very second, folks. This is an important thing to know because it's happening in-app right now, and you can make your way to Ring Royale right now, and the winners of Ring Royale will get the invite tickets to join the Crown Royale weekly tournaments. That's how you get involved. I want to pay attention to that. These weekly tournaments with Crown Royale start every Saturday at 10 p.m. UTC 0, which is 5 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. You're not going to want to miss your chance to compete, all right? So Crown Royale happening right now, but you got to go through Ring Royale in order to get that invite ticket. Now, we're going to head to a short break. We're going to get the semifinals all ready for you when we come back. The second half of this competition. Everybody's making money. It's just a matter of how much. You're not going to want to miss it.
2024 is here, and the Uno Mobile Community Cup is back with a whole year of competition, and we are going bigger with $50,000 total in prizing and open to even more countries than before with players from US, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. For 2024's competition, we have split the year in half. The first half starts in March and ends in June, with the top players from each month making the first semifinal live show in July. The second half begins in July as well and ends in October, with the top players from these months playing in our second semifinal live show in November. Each semifinal live show will have a prize pool of $10,000 awarded to the top 4 players. The top 8 from each semifinals will make the final tournament in January of 2025 to end the year of competition and celebrate Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary with an even bigger grand finale. A prize pool of $30,000.
Drops the yeehaw!
Nice challenge from Maria. Dusty's looking so strong. Oh, the reverse. Laneboy goes to Uno here.
Looks like he might have an opportunity here and stays for the 1!
Will you be the next Uno Mobile esports star? Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Community Cup monthly qualifiers to work your way through bronze, silver, gold, and diamond cups to make the monthly finals. The bronze cups will take place at the start of each month, giving you a chance to begin your journey from the 1st through the 8th and make it through the qualifiers by the 10th of each month. Join us March 1st to become the next Uno Mobile esports star.
Uno! Reverse! Uno! 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 Uno!
Well, welcome back, folks, to the Uno Mobile Community Cup 2024 Annual Finals. We have finished group stages and we are moving to the semifinals. I am excited about this one because all 8 of the players left still have a chance to win money. They're all winning some amount of money. The question is, how much? $30,000 on the line, $15,000 if you can win it all here today. Folks, we love the Community Cup. There's a lot going on in Uno Mobile this year with 2025, a lot of competitions. I've already talked about some of those. To get involved, you've got to have the game downloaded. Make sure you go download Uno Mobile for free right now on Android, Google Play Store, iOS Store. You can get it anywhere and it's free. Go get involved if you haven't. I don't know why you'd be watching the broadcast if you haven't, but you're watching this broadcast somewhere, so you're aware of at least one of the social medias of Uno Mobile. So drop a follow or like, subscribe wherever you're watching, but also go join that Uno Mobile Discord. Like-minded folks all trying to play Uno Mobile and have a dang good time doing it. There's Discord competitions. There's a whole thriving community, moderators, and everything in between over there, so make sure you go get involved. Speaking of getting involved, we're about to jump into the first semifinals. We got to get involved and bring back Katie here into the booth while we prepare for the first thing on the docket for us today, which is semifinals 1. How you feeling, Katie? How was the first half of this competition? What do you think about group stages?
Group stages were a lot of fun. We got treated to Group A that almost went the full 9-game distance. And then we got to see Group C, which was a sweep, a 3-0, which we never ever see. So I think that was really exciting. And if the groups have taught me anything, Gojj, it means we are going to get to see peak Uno mobile action here in the semifinals.
I like it. Well, I gotta warm up your brains because everybody at home, I see you asking for codes and we got more down the line. But before I give you that, you gotta earn it, all right? Were you paying attention? We've got our first trivia of the day, and the question for you is this: how can you get the Crown Royale weekly invitation? Is it make it to Coins League Legend? A. Is it B, be the Ring Royale winner? C, use 10,000 coins? Or D, anybody can enter? Which one is it? A, B, C, or D? Lock in your answers now in chat. If you typed A, you're dead wrong. But you probably didn't, because I know you all pay attention to what I'm talking about. I said the answer to this not too long ago, and not everybody can enter the Crown Royale weekly invitation. Do you have to use 10,000 coins? Nope. You gotta be the Ring Royale winner. So go get involved in Ring Royale, win so that you can get a Crown Royale weekly invitation. Those tournaments are happening weekly, folks. You got to get involved. Now, I told you that you earned it, whether you got the answer right or not. It does mean that we've got a brand new gift code for you on screen right now. You're asking for it, and we've upped the rewards because we're in the second half of this competition. Who wins trophy? That's what I'm asking. Who wins trophy? It's also your code. People were asking how to do this. It's very easy. Hit the cogwheel up in the top left-hand corner of your Uno mobile. Head into your account. Go all the way down. The last thing you can click, gift code, click redeem, and type in this code. Who wins trophy? You got to type it in perfectly. If you say in chat it's not working, you typed it in wrong. But you get 600 coins, 10 diamonds, and a 4x shield just for typing in this code. So hopefully you got that trivia right, but even if you didn't, you now know the answer, which means you get a gift code. Katie, excited, really excited actually about semifinals 1, but let's see how the players got there. Let's take a quick look back on the journey through group stages. Take a look at our replays and talk to me about some of the players you see on the screen.
Yeah, so I mean, kicking things off here in Group A, it was really Potato Girl and T initially taking the lead, and then it was Pickle coming out of nowhere toward the end of this group, Gojj, as you see right there, and taking things away with Potato Girl.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy moment too, with Pickle kind of sweeping in the last second to grab the win and secure the victory, where otherwise they wouldn't have made it. And then on the other side, when we moved to Group B, Poppy was making waves early in this competition, then opened it up for other people to grab a few wins themselves, finally closed it out. And when we went down to Group D next, this is where it was pretty much the exact same. King Fox grabbed a couple wins, everybody else started grabbing wins, and then King Fox was able to close it out and grab the final win to make sure he made it to the final round. And then Group C, here's a quick look at that one as well. Another fun one because, well, it was a historical one. Only Coco grabbed wins, which means we had to go to our double tiebreaker after a win, after a win, after a win. The hat trick of Uno, if you will. Unbelievably impressive stuff. Things just went Coco Chanel's way this time around in Group C.
Yeah, and I mean, went their way. Always probably a certain amount of luck involved, but Coco Chanel here for a reason. So incredibly good at Uno Mobile, and to do it in 3. Look, if I'm Pickle, Tez, and Yaya, I'm a little nervous after that performance. I don't know if I want to be in this group with Coco Chanel.
I know, but you also think, like, no way that Coco can do that twice in a row, right? Like, right? We'll see, I guess. But actually, we're going to see very soon because let's take a look at it. Semifinals 1, that's where we're starting. We're going to do the top part of the semifinals first, and then we're going to move to semifinals 2 at the bottom of the bracket. We are starting with Pickle, Coco Chanel, Tez, and Yaya, and only the top 2 move on, Katie. I am so excited about this. It does mean if you do not make it out of the semifinals, you're going to be walking away with just $750. But if you can make it to the next round, you have a chance to earn quite a bit more than that. And then obviously first place, 15,000. If you are a champion, 15 grand and the beautiful trophy that's behind me. Talk about a great day in the office. We are getting into the very first game of the day for semifinals 1. Let's jump into it, Katie, and let's see who can take it all, or at the very least take the very first win.
I actually love that. I'm so used to, you get to the finals, Gojj, and even if you don't win, you're guaranteed some amount of cash. But now you already have money in your pocket, which has to feel good, but it is that $15,000 top prize that is on everybody's mind. Semifinal 1 underway. Some heavy hitters here, and no one necessarily in a discard all position to close things out, but a few +4 wilds that could shake things up.
Reverse.
And we're going to get that YouTube poll going as well to make sure that all the people at home can vote who you think is going to win. I don't know who's going to win, but Coco Chanel certainly has been really strong thus far.
Draw a card.
Here we go. Gonna go ahead and burn the +4 wilds, which means we're seeing draw 8 going to Pickle. That means Yaya again in the best position to start things off. Coco the first to Uno. But the problem is Yaya gets to Uno for free with the +4 wild, and
there we
Coco
go.
can't play. So
Unless-
I will. Oh, we're gonna see a skip. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but there was no
This could
skip.
be-
There was no skip?
Pickle
Draw a card.
goes
Red.
for the +4 wild instead of the skip. Has no idea what Yaya had. The crazy part is that if Pickle would have played the blue skip, it absolutely would have gone all the way around and we would have seen Coco grab the first win. But instead, +4 wild as your last card proved to be an easy strategy to net yourself a victory. And that's the first win of Semifinals 1.
Wow, yeah. I mean, you just look at someone like that and you're like, what are you going to do? Surely the skip, right? And they don't have the information we have, Gojj. They can't see all the cards like we can, but that's going to be a great start for Yaya. We'll see if they can do it again. Look at Tez, though. Imagine one of those wilds was a discard all, and then suddenly you're sitting pretty, but uses one quickly, doesn't even hesitate.
Draw 4.
Yeah, when you have 2, most people are pretty liberal with their use so that you can kind of get what you want immediately. Go ahead and punish a couple players, take a nice early lead, push the equation. We'll see if it kind of pays off for him. Coco is going to probably change the color again. Does go back to green. Tez got set up for success here. If nobody does anything about it, Tez is just going to walk to the finish line.
Yeah, Tez certainly happy for it to go green. No one else, Pickle and Yaya certainly not, but that +2 be a bit frustrating for Coco. But hey, actually a top deck for Tez. Great on that discard all. That's got to feel awesome, but well, you still don't have any yellows, so it's not going to solve your problem forever. And, well, never mind. It doesn't matter. Just top deck yellows every time.
Reverse.
Oh, and a reverse. And it goes to green.
What is going on?
This is huge for Tez. This is free. Just walks to the finish line like we expected.
What?
Nobody can do anything about it. Finally, it changes colors. The only thing you can do is delay the inevitable. Maybe
there's gonna be a skip
several
again.
skips. Crazy.
But I mean, no one can do anything now. That's those top decks from Tez were maybe the most elite 3 top deck draws in a row I think I've ever seen in Uno Mobile.
Yeah, Tez is certainly saying, we'll take those every day of the week, including certainly a Thursday where I'm playing for $30,000. My goodness, talk about a nice win there. Tez joining Yaya as the only 2 players that have a win. First to 3, moving on to the next round, moving on to the grand finals where minimum you make $22.50. Woo-wee. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about this. I'm sure Tez is too, but this time it's going to be Coco starting out with the double +4s and does have a discard all, uses one right away. You go for the challenge. There's been I feel like there's been way more challenges, Gojj, this time around than usual.
Hey, if it hits, it's so worth it.
They have not been hitting.
It's like I'm already drawing 4. Might as well draw 6, especially if I can draw a discard all with that extra couple cards I draw. You know, it could be worth it. But already out of greens, almost entirely across the table. Coco may elect to use that. Doesn't have to. Gonna go red here.
See, do you reverse it, Pickle? And that gives the opportunity finally that Coco's been waiting for to just get rid of all those reds.
And here's the moment. What type of a player are you? Do you hold on to the +4 wild? Yes, you do, according to Coco. Draws a nice top deck to keep things moving. Gonna have to do it again, though.
Blue.
Okay, decides not to. Decides to just go blue.
Draw 4.
Unfortunately, what Coco doesn't know is that Pickle still has a +4 wild, so that wasn't the best play. And may see those consequences actually bit sooner than maybe I thought. Pickle has to make the same decision and does the same. +4 wild goes blue, setting themselves up for success.
That's tough for Coco. It gets changed back to blue, but it's a wild, so you can't actually react to that. Yeah, that's holding on to that wild. You know, hindsight's 2020. Coco couldn't have known, but that's got to be a bit frustrating.
Yeah, true to form. Doesn't play the easy blue discard all. Does not want to give it up. Pays off because, well, it swings all the way to green. And we get a couple stacks across the board. Yeah, still able to hold on. I like this play too. Going to try to get down to just 4 cards left. All that are blue, all that are a discard all. Or, unfortunately, does this force her hand? Nope. Yaya says, I control my own destiny. I don't have to follow what other people are doing for me. I want to get down to just a discard all.
I don't know. That makes me nervous with only 40 seconds left, Gojj. That's just not a lot of time, but I mean, I don't know. But never mind. Never mind, Pickle. Pickle said, hold on. I've got
You got to do it.
You have to.
Yeah, you got to do it now. There's nothing else you can do anyways, but Yaya goes to Uno, and it's a 0. Nobody else can rival that. Coco, I guess, has 1. So it's going to come down to not even a draw. She gets skipped. Coco's going to match. It is 0-0. Yaya got there first. Has to draw, though. This is big. Top decks are everything. You got to move. Gets it. Stays up. I don't think there's anything anybody can do. Coco's able to put the card down. 0, but it's blue.
Wow.
Coco grabs a victory. 3 wins. 3 different players. This is definitely not the same as Group C.
Wow. I mean, Coco, I don't recall, I believe it was Tez, how much time Tez had left to make that decision. But if there had been time, I mean, there's a real world in which Yaya could have closed that outright, got that win. But that's crazy. I also feel like it's so rare, Gojj, to see those ending moments of a game where 3 of 4 players all have 1 card.
Skip.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That was a very low value win, but a win nonetheless.
Oh, okay, Pickle.
Right, back into the action. Pickle has Uno already with a normal wild.
Skip.
Delaying not quite the inevitable. Yaya, though, do you just play a green or do you play the +4 wild? Unfortunately, with the +4 wild here, if she does it, Pickle likely will challenge and Yaya will draw.
Yellow.
It's a tough situation to be in. And the delay, the wait, Pickle.
Draw 4.
Do you challenge?
Wow,
no.
doesn't challenge.
Yaya gets away with it. That's the first time I've seen that in a while. And now Yaya's on Uno.
I mean, Pickle couldn't have known, but wow.
Yeah.
Just a 1 for Yaya. And now Coco on Uno as well. Tez will be able to put down that 8. But Yaya will have to draw and gets a +2. So these top decks have been outrageous.
What's crazy is that means Coco just walks to the finish line again and says, thank you very much. I'll take my second win. Back-to-back wins from Coco. Coco takes the lead. Some low point totals, but the first to 2 wins. Is this boding like Coco's just going to walk to the finals today? Crazy moments now looking back on these games and razor thin margins too. I mean, all of these players were so close to finishing that one out, Katie.
Yeah, but in the end, it seems to be those exact situations, at least in this semifinal, that Coco is thriving in. Just get it down to the wire, get multiple people on Uno. I don't care. That is when I will pull out the victory. But Coco just 1 more. Could potentially get it done here, Gojj. But I don't know. The rest of this semifinal, they're here for a reason. They're not going to be easy to take down.
All right. Coco wins here. We know which 2 players are moving to the finals. Very close, but Yaya has the better score, so Yaya would be moving on if Coco wins. Anybody else wins, we continue playing semifinals 1.
Swings it back over to blue. That will, if it stays there, put Yaya on Uno, but Pickle, that +4, takes it right away from Yaya. That's going to be tough, but Coco does still have a +4 as well. And red is huge. You're going to get that 6 from Tez.
Oh my gosh.
And just suddenly like that, Coco with 2 wilds to work with. That's...
Coco didn't play the red to go to 2 wilds as their last 2 cards. Didn't want to risk maybe somebody finishing it, but...
I don't know about that one.
Don't question Coco.
I'm questioning. I'm
Coco's
questioning.
got 5 wins today. I trust Coco with my life right now. Was able to block the +4, make it a +8, go red. Nobody could do anything about it. Coco wins. Oh, top deck wild. A top deck wild.
Green.
Tez saves the day. Show me a green, Tez.
Draw 2.
I'm telling you right now, Gojj. Wow. That is, I mean, that's the biggest. I think that's actually the biggest blunder that I've seen today.
Hey, doesn't get better than that, Tez. You know what I mean? Like, that's, woo, that is that's a gift is what we'll call that one. That one felt like a gift. I don't know. It felt like we were watching 5D chess and my brain's moving in checkers. It felt like a free walk in the park. Go down to 2 wild cards. Feel really good about any card thrown your way. I'm not sure what the bluff was, but it just unfortunately doesn't pay off. You know what does pay off, though? When you draw 3 +4 wild cards to start things off, Coco Chanel. My goodness, we got 2 players on 2 wins. Tez wins or Coco wins. We are done with this semifinals. Those 2 players moving on.
Let's see. Do you have a yellow? Does the challenge go through? Tez failing that challenge because Coco did not have that yellow. But Yaya, what are you going to choose to do? Can't do much aside from throw down that red. And now you're just going to want to get it to green. If you're Coco, it'll go blue, or you'll take any color as long as it's a 1. But Coco with those 2 +4s could be big news.
Yeah, I mean, Coco's in the best spot by a mile. Is able to block this +4, make Tez draw up to 8. Coco still has a +4 wild and that green. Doesn't need to bluff. Let's just go green and see what happens. Yaya is going to change it, so I don't think this is all she wrote. Because Yaya's going to go to yellow, and somebody's got to do something about it, which will be Coco, but will be on Uno with a single 1 green
But that's beautiful because the 1 on the 1, and then it goes off of yellow. Yaya can't close it out. Pickle can't do anything. Coco cakewalks the +4 into another victory.
That was best case scenario for Coco. Coco Chanel moving on to the finals of our annual finals. Walking there with Tez. Unbelievable. Best case scenario, not having to play the +4 wild there. Instead, being able to play your card because you match number rather than color. Flawless execution. Worked out perfectly. Doesn't matter if you blunder a little bit when you can win 3 times and still make your way to the finals here, Katie.
Yeah, I mean, the way that Coco played some of these was just outrageous. I mean, get some clutch ending wins, and then here you can see Tez finally getting onto the board. But this semifinal was actually pretty crazy. And I mean, ending in 3 for Coco, 2 for Tez, and 1 for Yaya. So I think also our first 3-2-1-0 in terms of wins for a group.
Yeah, a nice couple highlights here from several of our players, but some crazy moments, obviously. Yaya was able to get a couple wins, but, you know, Coco, there's one of her wins, and this is the moment I was so confused. Doesn't go red, and instead goes one of her wilds, and it looked like it was going to be fine, like it didn't matter, but a top deck wild from Tez is able to secure him the win. I'm not sure Tez moves on if he doesn't get that win. So Coco still moves to the finals, but because of that play, Tez is the one moving on to the finals with her rather than Yaya. Yeah, you can see it. Absolutely not. Yaya would have gone to the finals there if Tez wouldn't have grabbed that win with what felt like a gift. Crazy moment there in the first semifinals. But your first 2 finalists, Coco Chanel and Tez, they're going to be moving. Grand finals are going their way. Unfortunately, we are done for Yaya and Pickle. They've both won $750, though. Congratulations to them. You still won some cash. You still participated in the annual finals, so congrats to you. You can see Coco and Tez moving on to the final round, which means we got to turn our eyes to the bottom of this bracket because it is time for the second semifinals. It's time for Poppy and everybody else. Katie, I'm pumped to see what the bottom half of our bracket can do.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, semifinal 1 was really, really exciting, but we know the caliber of players that are in semi 2. So I'm excited to jump into it. I hope we don't have to wait too long, and I don't think we have to wait at all. We're there. We're ready to go. Lex, Potato Girl, King, Fox, and Poppy duking it out to be the final 2 players to make it into the grand final. And correct me if I'm wrong, Gojj. They're jumping from what? Guaranteed 750 now to 2250 if they make it to the final?
That's right.
Wow.
That's exactly right. By the way, shout out to YouTube chat. We're going to be starting our poll here for our second semifinals. You guys were right. Everybody that voted Coco Chanel, which was half of you, 50% of people voted Coco. Oh, geez.
We're done.
Potato Girl. I didn't even get through my spiel. Potato Girl said, shut up, Gojj.
Who needs a spiel?
I'm winning the game. We don't need a spiel. Everybody should vote for me on the YouTube poll because I'm winning the first game before you can even blink.
Is that the fastest win we've seen?
Oh yeah, no question. That was like 30 seconds or less. That was wild.
I was watching the cards go around. I'm like, okay, they're going, and then you're talking. I'm listening to you, and I looked up and I was like, wait, that's a discard. Oh.
See, and that's the thing about discard all though, and that's what people were scared about. That's why Yaya was kind of playing around and not taking what people were giving, and instead just trying to play their own game. Because you got to pay attention to those discard alls. When people start getting low, absolutely could have 4 cards. Woo! All right, pay attention to the action. Potato Girl with the win. Let's see what happens here. Only it looks like Poppy and Potato Girl are the only ones with a +4 wild, so they can't really influence each other, but could get a little nasty for the people in the middle.
Draw 2.
That +2 will come out right away. Happy to use that. He's staying on a red. Lex will have to pull, and going pretty decently well for Poppy and Potato.
Yellow.
Both of them not being forced to use those wilds just yet. Although pulling that skip, unfortunately not going to help Potato too much, but Poppy will have to draw as well and decides to just say, no, I just want to throw down the wild now.
Yeah, and again, it's interesting because Poppy, you know, statistically, over the course of the last several games we watched Poppy play, has been a bit more patient, but saw an opening to potentially go all the way down to Uno. It works out for him thus far. Potato Girl, do you wait? You're running out of runway with the other players, right? They have a lot of cards, or don't have a lot of cards, so you kind of have to play here. Does work out.
Poppy hoping for a red, doesn't find one, but now you can have that 2. Chooses to hold on to that skip, forces Poppy to draw again. You could throw down that discard all, but wow, you could tell Potato just really didn't want to get rid of that +4, but now you have to be careful of Lex, especially if we don't get a reverse. And well, never mind, I say that, and now suddenly Poppy better be careful.
There's the discard all green. Poppy going back down to 2.
Okay.
Nice wild. Has already shown red is going to go red again. It makes a lot of sense. We'll take Poppy back to Uno again, unless a +4 wild is played from Lex.
Wow.
Now no more +4s on the board. Poppy's now drawing 6 with a missed challenge, but gets some nice discard alls. It's going to be right back in the mix if people aren't careful.
Blue.
And that's going to be on blue. King Fox not bluffing. Potato happy to at least get rid of the 5, but 45 seconds left. King Fox into the draw too. You get rid of that 0, but you're going to have to deal with that skip card if you're Potato. And Lex is on a 0 yellow. You can't get much better than that.
Yeah, this is going quick. 35
And a
seconds
7,
remaining.
wow.
Several people on Uno, a couple people on Uno. I thought King Fox could get there, but a +2. Lex can't play it yet. This is not done. It all comes down to top decks. A 9, not great, but it is a different color. Staying green, though. Right now, King Fox is right there. This top deck will matter. That's a huge action card. All of a sudden, King Fox is in the lead by a massive margin. Goes to Uno with just blue, and nobody can do anything about it. +4 is not going to help anybody. Time is too low. King Fox 19 is going to be your winner. There is nothing anybody can do. Congratulations. Perfect usage of time and paying attention to the clock to make sure you get a win.
I mean, King Fox played that so well, and that's got to be tough. I mean, when you're sitting on 1 card left and it's a 0 going into those final 30 seconds, you're feeling pretty good about it. But that is just not a guarantee that you're going to win. And King Fox had a couple chances, wasn't able to necessarily close it out, but then it came down to the wire, did finally get it done. Congratulations to King Fox. First victory on the board, but not done just yet. Still 2 more wins to go, both for Potato Girl and King Fox. And, well, Lex happy to throw down one of those 2 +4s right away.
There we go. A lot of cards for Poppy to start things off, but a couple discard alls totally changed the game. And speaking of a couple discard alls, Lex throws 1 down and has a second ready to go if we go to green. Patience, a virtue. And in this mode, You've got time at the beginning. 3 minutes does feel quick.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
get too aggressive. Lex, perfect setup.
Green.
The problem is can't play her green. Has
Draw
to
a card.
avoid the draw too. So goes ahead, burns it. You have to draw a Poppy.
Skip.
Instead, it stays green. And again, Lex can't win.
Red.
There's got to be just sitting there saying, no, as it changes colors. Was so close.
Blue.
And changes it to blue. All right. And that's going to lead into a +2. Oh, Lex has to be so frustrated.
Oh,
That's so
close.
annoying.
It's another big stack of
Okay.
blue. It's going to take King Fox to Uno.
You can reverse into that. You know they don't have one.
Yep, that is the classic move. If you can, reverse into a discard all.
Draw 4.
Poor Lex.
Gonna have to just, just gonna have to wait here. King Fox needs some serious top deck luck. Potato can't. Oh, actually elects to hold on to the wild. Good top deck luck.
Yellow.
Stays in it. As we go to yellow, it is looking like King Fox is gonna have to draw. So that does mean we are not out of the weeds yet. Nobody's gonna win right here.
Draw 2.
Yep, there we go.
Skip.
Just 1 minute left. Time is not going to be on their side anymore, but at least you can get rid of that one.
Yeah, King Fox now is going to play a little time management. Let's burn the clock out a little bit. I'm in the lead. Got a good chance to win this one. 45 seconds and counting.
Ooh,
Get good luck here. Has got to get to red, which it's looking like we're headed that way likely. Lex is going to try to get us there.
Oof.
But a green, which we still don't have at the bottom. Can't get anything going. All of a sudden, Poppy is threatening a win here. Potato Girl technically on Uno first, but Poppy, incredibly low numbered cards. Look at that.
Yeah.
Gonna burn the clock here and go down to 0-0, 2 different colors.
Blue.
We just can't go to blue. And we go to blue. Potato Girl said that was a gift. Throws the present at their opponent and says, thank you very much. Oh, if I'm Poppy, I am sick right now. That is brutal. 2 zeros with clock going out. Golly. Nice win from Potato Girl. That's her second. Now she is threatening to close this thing out here in semifinals too. And she is that one step closer to the grand finals. Right around the corner. And a lot more money just for making it there. Here we go. And she's actually got a really good hand to start things off with a wild and a +4.
Yeah, wow. And do you decide to use that reverse? Nope, gonna hold on to it for the time being. Happy to just keep things moving on green. Rude, King Fox. The skip comes in, but yeah, what a crazy ending to that game.
Green.
Well, King Fox
Oh, no, Poppy.
wholesaling on green, and Poppy's drawing, I think, tying our top draw today of +14.
I hate
the
that.
most we've ever seen in the Community Cup is 22, if I'm remembering correctly. Unreasonable amount of cards.
Yeah, that is, you hate to see that for poor Poppy. But, you know, sometimes that's how it goes, Coach. And we'll be swinging over to green. Just 2 minutes left. And Poppy, maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like discard alls maybe for yellow and blue. So potential here to make something happen.
Skip.
But Potato Girl's happy to end on a blue 0.
Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a lot of drawings here, unless something crazy happens on the top deck luck. We'll see. Can play that. Okay, so we're going to stay on Uno. King Fox going to have to do a lot of the same. Doesn't get it. Discard alls come down. This is where things get scary. Look at Lex joining right there with King Fox right next to now 3 players on 2 cards, and King Fox back to Uno.
Oh, Potato, that's tough.
And real dicey, and it comes down to your top deck luck. Gets it again. King Fox stays on Uno, but needs it to go to blue, and so does Poppy. If it goes red here, stays red, which it will. Poppy is in the same position to win as King Fox, even a better one if we get to blue. This is crazy. That'd be a 6-card discard all from Poppy, and gets it.
Wow.
King Fox able to change the color because of the number.
Wow.
Got 6 cards left. Discard alls. I'm telling you, they're valuable. People know it. That might be the best discard all play we've seen today.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think maybe we saw a 3, maybe a 4, but a 6. Oh, I'd be seeing red go. Just someone discard all 6 for a win. But hey, Someone's got to do it, and they got it done. Things went exactly how they needed them to, but that is definitely our biggest discard all of the day. But let's jump back into things because we're not done just yet.
Yeah, you might be seeing red. I was definitely seeing blue in that play, but King Fox has 2 wilds left with only 1 other card. Talk about a quick round. This could rival the one from Potato Girl early in this semifinals if things go their way, and it's looking like it will. King Fox can't turn the tournament off here, can't move on to the grand finals with this, but absolutely setting themselves up for success. This will push King Fox up to 2 wins extremely quickly, joining only Potato Girl in that league, and is going to get a nice win with this one. There's going to be a lot of points on the board as King Fox grabs it immediately. 45-second victory. We now have Potato Girl and King Fox on 2 wins. Now, with only those 2 players on 2 wins, if either win, they both move on. So that's another thing to keep in mind. They don't necessarily need to win this semifinals to move to the grand finals. They need one of 2. Now, I also think that score was a massive value add, may put King Fox at the top if we continue into another round. If Poppy, for instance, wins, and I was correct, look at the score at the bottom of your screen. King Fox in the best position right now to move to the grand finals.
King Fox and Potato right next to each other, so potential. I don't realistically in any of the events we've done, Gojj, seen people help each other out necessarily.
No,
when they know.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're right next to each other, that does make it somewhat easier.
Yeah, it certainly does. I am excited to see what happens here as Poppy, trying to threaten for a second win, really needs a strong second win. Poppy would need to win and score 200 points in order to push past Potato Girl's current score at 2 wins, but
hey, but that green will help King Fox if it stays there. I mean, Poppy could use the wild, but doesn't opt to. King Fox now able to at least get those discard alls down. Staying on green, so potential that reverse will come in. And do you use the wild or do you draw and says, yes, let's go for red?
Poppy can just say, hey, I got a yellow, but instead is going to bluff here.
And
Change
no one has
their
greens.
strategy a little bit. Nobody has green. A wild's going to be played by somebody, I assume. Potato Girl does do it. Oh, the perfect bluff.
Wow.
The perfect bluff from Poppy. I salute you, my friend. That was flawless execution. They said, I've got a green. Try me. Somebody's got to change it. Potato Girl, the only one that can, throws the wild and says, I hope you don't have a yellow. Perfect execution of a bluff. That's why people do it, folks. If you've ever questioned it, that right there is the prime example why. Poppy joins the 2-winner circle, which means there are 3 players on 2 wins. And the question is, who's going to move on? Poppy's win, not enough of a commanding victory to pass Potato Girl, which means if Poppy wants to go to the grand finals, they've got to win again.
Yeah, that was a masterclass bluff. Potato, pretty good position here with that discard all for the yellows and a wild. Poppy chooses to burn theirs early, which does mean it'll force it out of both King Fox and Potato Girl.
Green.
Big discard all coming.
Or Lex.
Oh no, just kidding. Lex can't play the discard all.
Yeah.
It's going to be a plus 12. Lex is going to have so many cards and yet to get a win, narrowly missing their first win.
That is unfortunate.
Can't even read those cards.
Hey, staying on green's good for Potato. Now a 3-card yellow. Oh! And
+2.
That's it! Oh my gosh, never mind. I didn't see the +2. My heart.
+2 to a +2. Stack for 4. Potato Girl almost was able to close that thing out and instead got a little dicey. That was close.
Reverse into a reverse. Wow, that
Another reverse.
Into a skip, perhaps?
Yeah, Lex has got all the action cards. Let me be very clear. When you draw 12 cards, you got some action cards in your hand, and we need to burn those things. Not a ton of blues from anybody else, so we're going to change colors here and see what happens, but Lex has every color in the book.
That does help out Poppy, though. If it stays on, the red does go over. Goes back, actually, and just like that, Poppy closes it out. Oh, never mind. What? Gojj. I'm lost in the sauce. You gotta reel me
you
back
are lost
in.
in the sauce.
I
It's
thought
all good.
potato and Poppy. Dude, the peas got me. The peas are holding me down.
It's really close here. Poppy's gonna be able to go to Uno, but with a couple skips in here, it's still no one can win. Now we go to green. Poppy can't play, not yet. Somebody's got to change it. Potato Girl's going to change it to yellow. King Fox is going to join there on Uno. And it's back to greens. We go for everybody else, but we stay yellow.
Wow.
Good draw, but we're not out of the weeds yet. King Fox just has a 1. Poppy has a 2. It can't get any closer than that, folks.
No, it can't. 30 seconds left. The clock is on. King Fox in first place. And able to throw down the 5. Now just that green 1 huge with 20 seconds. If King Fox wins this, Gojj, it is over.
It's going to be over almost no matter what. Couple discard alls. Lex is trying to get into the equation, but there's only 13 seconds left. Potato Girl able to play. King Fox, all comes down to this draw. Are you going to win or lose on the draw? A solid draw.
Wow.
A +2 goes out. I don't know how fast we can move around the circle. Potato Girl has to play quickly and can't get the cards out in time, can't draw in time. We run out of time, which means King Fox was at the top and stays at the top. King Fox moving on to the next round after a nice win with the clock expiring. Big congratulations to King Fox moving on to the grand finals and earning that much more cash just making it to the top 4. Katie, that was spicy. That was close. About as close as it can get.
Yeah, that was really a nail-biter ending, and there was a couple moments where people were right there at the potential to win. I got bamboozled twice in a row, and in the end, King Fox coming out clutch. But yeah, this semifinal was stressful. There was a couple really crazy moments.
Yeah, you saw another timeout there where we had to count the points. Poppy had 2 zeros here, thought they could maybe win, but it goes to blue, a gift to Potato Girl to set them up for success. A couple big draws, but end of the day, it came down to those early wins that were massive. Poppy was trying to get into the equation, does get into the conversation by getting 2 wins, but King Fox is able to close this thing out at the very last second, much like their group stages too, might I add. Did a lot of the same, a couple early wins, and then a lot of other folks got wins, and then King Fox was able to close it out. So that's back-to-back group stages and semifinal victories for King Fox, which means we're headed to the grand finals, and look who's headed with Potato Girl, just by about 31 points, is moving on to the grand finals. I'm sorry, this is the end of the road for Poppy and Lex. So close for our substitute Poppy, who came in last second, was able to compete. Still, hey, just being on the ball and getting into this competition as a substitute, you're walking away with $750. So congratulations to Poppy and Lex, still winning some cash today. But our grand finals is set, folks. Coco, Chanel, Tez, and now King Fox and Potato Girl are your final 4 players. Who is going to win? I cannot wait for the final round of Uno Mobile, the final round of the Community Cup here, Katie.
Yeah, this is so exciting. We've been getting such good gameplay, and I love that these 4 have made it. Like, who knows? What happens if Coco just sweeps in the final, too?
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Well, I see some folks in chat asking for it. Sunalak said, Sunalike, I think in chat said, does anybody have the codes? I got another one for you. Let's roll the code for the people at home. It's grand finals time, folks. Who's the champion of 2024? That's the big question out there. So why not type that code in? Champion of 2024, 600 coins, 10 diamonds, 1 4X shield coming your way just for tuning in to the broadcast. It's been an incredible competition all day today, and I'm excited to crown the champion of 2024 annual finals. It's been a year in the making, and we have finally made it to the top 4 players. Type in this code again, cogwheel, top left-hand corner of your Uno Mobile. Head all the way down to the bottom where it says redeem. Click gift code. Type in champion of 2024, and you're going to get all the rewards on your screen. And speaking of rewards, before we get into the grand finals, folks, we got to show those rewards one more time. The overall prize pool for the competition, it's top 8 getting paid, which means if you made semifinals, you're at least walking away with $750. 5th through 8th are going to be the 2 people from each semifinal that didn't make it to the grand finals. They're going to each earn $750.
everybody that's made it to the grand finals is walking away with a substantial more. Even if you get last in the grand finals, still walking away with $2,250. Same for third. Second place is $7,500. But if you are the champion, $15,000 going your way. If that seems like a lot of money, you're dang right. And it's because these players have been working for it for an entire year. From the monthly qualifiers to the monthly final that they qualified into, to being a top player in the monthly final, making it to the semifinal, then being a top player in the semifinal to make it to today, and then being a top player today in the annual finals. They had to work for it, but it is certainly worth it. We're down to the final four, Katie.
Yeah, this is really exciting for them. And I mean, that drop off from third, fourth to second is steep. And from second to first is huge. $15,000 on the line. I'm so excited to watch them play. I think these finals are really going to be something special.
Oh, I totally agree. And look, I said I would do it. So I suppose it's time. We're celebrating Uno Mobile's 6-year birthday or 6-year anniversary, whichever way you want to swing it. We're celebrating it either way. So I got to put my 6-year hat on to celebrate here. I will cast the games to end out this competition and end out the Community Cup. I will cast the games in this happy birthday hat that has 6s all over it. Because look, I said I would, and hey, if I'm nothing, I already told you what I am. I'm a man of the people, so I'm celebrating with the people for the 6-year anniversary. It is very tight. It is a little tight, but we're hopping into the grand finals, so I'll do anything. I'll sacrifice my body for the people. Let's get into the grand finals. Let's get into the gameplay. The last round, the last chance to be the champion, folks. Who is going to win it all? Type your answers in the chat. Vote in the YouTube poll. It's time. King Fox 19, Potato Girl, Coco, Chanel, or Tez. Who's going to win it all?
Who is going to win it all? And it's Coco off to a +4 × 2 start. That is huge to have those early on. And I just want you to know, Gojj, that the new hairstyle you have looks great.
It's a little wacky is what it is. It's pulled back into like a headband almost. We'll take it, though. Here we go. You're right. Coco, honestly, Coco's been the most dominant player today. Makes sense. Coming out swinging here. A couple +4 wilds. Tez thought they were in a good spot, and you thought wrong, Tez.
Poor Tez, though. That is unfortunate, but still many games to play. As Potato already into that Uno position, but it would need to go to green, and that's not going to happen here. So what kind of top deck are you going to get? A yellow. Not ideal, but still in a pretty good position.
A good position indeed. Here we go. Couple blues across the board. Coco, Chanel.
Coco close with that +4.
So close with the +4 wild.
Uno.
Goes green here. Do you play it? Do you wait? How patient can you be? Gonna go ahead and burn it. Gonna bluff the blue, which honestly works out. If you go yellow there, you might give Potato Girl the win.
Oh, okay. The wild? Green. Imagine the yellow. I was like, oh, imagine.
Doesn't have one. I couldn't imagine he bluffed that hard. Uno. Nice draw for Potato Girl to stay on Uno. Coco Chanel looking for a lot of the same. Doesn't get it.
Oh, wow. But King Fox, I mean, if it stays on, if it somehow goes, the skip will come in. But wow, just 1 minute left. Potato still holding on to first. Did I say that? It switches over to Coco, back and forth between both of them, but no one with really a power position to be able to close it out unless somehow that reverse gets used by King Fox, and then you can discard all.
Yep. Here comes the reds. So this could put King Fox down to Uno. Running out of daylight. You just got to do it. Rip the Band-Aid off. Show your hand. Only one card left, and you know it's not a red. So they're going to stay on red for a while. Discard all there is a bit risky, but it works out for them. King Fox goes to Potato Girl. Goes to Uno, and it's a 3 left. This is a big moment for Potato Girl to win. Coco Chanel joins the 3 train. Unfortunately, is going to have to draw first. This draw could determine everything. Gets the reverse. Goes back the other way, but Potato Girl got to 3 first, so Potato Girl's technically in the lead. Time running thin. What is this going to be? It's going to be a reverse. King Fox
thought maybe, just maybe, 4 points would do it. But Potato Girl, with the thinnest margins yet, wins on a tiebreaker in-game as the clock goes out with 3 points. What a way to win the very first game of the Grand Finals.
I told you these Grand Finals weren't going to disappoint, Gojj. We get a tie at the end, and Potato just barely with the play first gets there on the double threes. That is insane. Potato had to be sweating. I was
sweating in that game as well because that hat was way too tight. I had to take it off. I tried. I casted.
A man of the people you are not.
I casted one game with it. I've got the celebratory hat to the side.
Where's my
We
belt?
got to get back into gameplay.
Shame.
Let's lock in on the players. Here we go. Potato Girl yet again takes the lead early. The first player to get a victory. It was a small margin, a small amount of points, but a win is a win. First to 3 wins wins this whole thing and is the champion of the 2024 annual finals.
Potato does choose to take it to red, and that's helpful for Tez with those +4s, but Coco swinging it immediately back over to green and decides to use one for Tez, no surprise. Get that out of the way. Fox fails the challenge. So many failed challenges today.
Quick aside, I didn't tell you to spam your IDs in chat, by the way. I see everybody doing it. Everybody relax on the IDs. There maybe is one more of those coming. All right, we'll get there. Everybody stay patient. No more ID spam. Let's cheer on our players. It looks like our YouTube poll, everybody's voting for Coco Chanel again. Honestly, I don't blame them. Back to gameplay. Here we go. Tez gonna answer back and say, how about a +6 to King Fox? Coco in the best spot by a small margin.
And Tez just using both of those wilds pretty quickly. But now Potato switches it over. It's on that red. Nice top draw from Coco and swinging it King Fox to a yellow. But hey, a discard all with red, not the worst thing you could have pulled.
Gonna stay yellow for a little while, and well, there's the discard all, so not for very long. Potato Girl goes to Uno, first to do so. We're gonna see Tez join. Which color though? Elects to go red. It's gonna stay. The blue is what he's looking for, and nobody can change color right now unless it's a number.
Coco could have put down that blue 6. Woo!
Yep. As we go to green, a lot of Unos, but Potato Girl about to potentially take her second win.
There we
Nobody
go.
can do anything about it. No more wilds. Potato Girl is one step away from being our champion. Woo, will it be a 3-up, 3-down? Will she follow in the steps of Coco Chanel and drop 3 wins in a row? It's a tall task in a lobby of this caliber, but it's possible.
Look, she's boiled them, she's mashed them, Gojj. She just needs to stick them in a stew with the 3rd win, and Potato Girl will be our champion. And I have a very important question I need to ask her if she does win.
Look at the wilds from
Potato Girl.
There is a chance to make history today, and it is not that far away.
Damn, why
Potato
Stampy is
Girl.
on her side.
Here we go. The green's being played. There's a lot of good hands out there. Somebody might start this +4 wild train here shortly, but it's not going to matter. Now we get the reverse, though. This could change things if Tez could have played because of the number of cards on the field. Doesn't. We go to blue. Potato Girl still not out of the weeds yet. Still not an assured win, but looking pretty comfortable.
Wow, and Potato Girl here. The +4, the +2. Tez not in a bad position either, but the discard all for King Fox will lead to a +2 and a skip. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. I forgot about the challenge.
And-
My
and
bad.
here's the thing. Potato
Nice
Girl
top drop from Potato, though.
smartly holds on to the +4 wild.
Yeah.
Does not want to
Agreed.
burn it yet, but a +2 into a +2 into another +2
Yeah.
into 2 more means Tez now is going to draw 10 cards, and Potato Girl
Stick 'em
is
in a
gonna
stew,
go
Potato!
3 up,
Stick 'em in a
3
stew!
down. Nobody else gets a win. Potato Girl, the commanding champion, your Uno Mobile Community Cup 2024 Annual Finals champion. Potato Girl doesn't even leave it to question. Says, I will be the champion. I will be the only one to get a win in the grand finals. Unbelievable. History has been made. Potato Girl is the most dominant winner in Uno Mobile history. That is unbelievable, Katie.
That's so insane. Not only that you swept 15 racks, that was $5 grand a game in the finals for Potato. She's like, yeah, 5K, another 5K, another one. Potato Girl, I am mind blown.
Look, hey, it goes your way. Sometimes you get the cards, you play them correctly. I think that was a good mix of strategy and some good luck on the top deck. Wow. I cannot believe it that she's done it that quickly. Here's some quick replays because it's got to be quick. Only 3 games were played. Potato Girl dominating the competition, playing the cards perfectly, the cards playing to her perfectly. This +2 train was absolutely flawless for her to be able to secure the victory. There's no other way she would have played. They weren't going to green anytime soon. I don't know that she would have necessarily secured that victory without it. Unbelievable. The final win of the day and the final win for Potato Girl. $15,000. But this is the crazy part. This is where the rubber meets the road. King Fox, kinda out of nowhere, had a dominating performance throughout the course of this entire competition. Wins group stages, wins the semifinals, and ends up winning the hand point tiebreaker to get second place. You know why that's such a big deal? That is a $5,000 swing, winning our second tiebreaker to be able to secure $7,500 from King Fox 19. So big congrats to all 4 of our players. $2,250 from Tez and Coco Chanel, but $7,500 for King Fox and $15,000 for Potato Girl. Here's a quick look at all of the things that I've been saying over the last minute. Unreal. What a way to earn an extra 5K, by the way. A double tiebreaker where nobody gets any wins and you win $7,500 and you're the runner-up for the Community Cup Annual Finals. Crazy stuff here, Katie.
Yeah, I mean, also the fact that we saw 2 sweeps in one tournament as well. Just, look, I said it. I thought this final was going to be something special, and it certainly delivered. And I mean, if you're King Fox, you're like, whew, 75 hundos, 0 wins. I'll take that in my pocket all day. But again, I mean, massive congratulations to all of these players. They played incredibly well. And what we saw out of Potato Girl was truly a grand finals masterclass. And to do it in these grand finals, that prize pool on the line, I mean, it was just really incredibly impressive.
Yeah, it was awesome. And look, folks, I think you know what's coming next. We're going to have a chance here to talk to Potato Girl as soon as we can get her ready for that. So while we wait, I've got several things to give you. Yes, I've got some gift codes, but also some things to remind you about. So first thing I need to remind you about is the Grand Slam tournament. Yeah, wow, another new event is here, and it's available for everyone to join. It's going to be available after the game update on January 21st. What you need to do is you're going to try to collect 6 medals over the course of the year and get the trophy of the year if you can. Now, the rules of the first Grand Slam tournament will include Wild Punch first. You can see there at the top of the screen, January 21st, when it launches, all the way to March 19th. When you're playing in the Grand Slam tournament, you're going to be able to use Wild Punch to start things off, and then the rules will change. Now, it's going to be a ton of fun. You're not going to want to miss out on the action for 2025. There's some fun new competition coming your way. There's always fun things that we get to do here at Uno Mobile, and one of them is that Grand Slam tournament. That's all going to be in-app, by the way, as per the usual, just the way you usually run an event. So definitely check out the Grand Slam. Now, I've got some trivia for you because you got to earn your next gift code, all right? So let's take a look at this trivia and see if you know the answer. Maybe you were paying attention. What is the first rule of the Grand Slam? Is it A, 0-7 swap, B, double discard all, C, Wild Punch, or D, time balloon? Were you paying attention? I was just talking about it. I said it 45 seconds ago. A, B, C, D. Type in your answer. It is not A, that's for sure. Is it B, double discard all? D, time balloon. C, Wild Punch. Type in your answers now to earn your gift code. It's not D. Is it B or C? Which one did you type in? Were you correct? B or C? I don't know. Yes, I do. It's Wild Punch. You're going to be seeing Wild Punch at the very beginning of the Grand Slam tournament. Can't miss it. Got to get involved. go try out the Wild Punch, one of my favorite cards in the game right now. But here's your gift code. You earned it. You typed in the right answer. Or if you didn't, you earned something. You learned something, rather. So you get to earn something. New Grand Slam. We're talking about it today, which means you got to type it into your app in order to get these rewards. We up the rewards yet again because we just finished the finals, folks. 1,000 coins, 15 diamonds, 1 8x shield, and 1 golden scratch ticket. You got to get your hands on these rewards right now. Cogwheel, top left, you know the drill. Type in with this gift code, New Grand Slam. Make sure you spell it correctly. You're not going to get your rewards. Go collect. You've earned it by hanging out with us all day today. And I'll go ahead and give you a sneak peek. We've got one more right around the corner. You're not going to want to miss that one as well. So pay attention here at the end of the broadcast. Finally, the last thing that I get to do with you all here today. I told you there was going to be one more. This is the last time. I'm going to tell you how long this lasts. It's only going to last about 2 to 3 minutes where you get to spam your IDs one more time in chat because we're going to draw 6 winners this time, and a bunch of those cake tokens are going to go to 6 of our winners. If you're not a winner, you got to go get these tokens because you got to go earn all of the old ways that you could be flashy and show yourself off in Uno Mobile from all the old events over the course of the years. That's why we're here. It's the 6-year anniversary, so let's celebrate. Type in your IDs in chat one more time. We're going to draw 6 winners. One of those winners is going to be from Facebook as well, so make sure you're doing this on our other chats as we start drawing all of our winners. So giveaways, cake tokens, Grand Slam tournament, the new 2025 tournaments. This circuit's coming out with new rules. Wild Punch right back into the mix for the first part of the competition. A lot of fun stuff on the horizon here with Uno Mobile, Katie.
Yeah, I love that, right? I think when games are continually putting out that content, keeping things fresh and interesting, both for every day during just getting up. Hey, we've interviewed some people who've said, I roll out of bed and the first thing I do is play Uno Mobile. To these tournaments, these competitions, there's always something fun going on. And I really love that because it always gives you something to do.
That's exactly right, which is what we love about Uno Mobile. Now, we've given a lot of gift codes away. We've done a lot of cake tokens and everything in between. And one of the things that we've been doing while we've been giving you all a lot of stuff is getting our winner prepped because Potato Girl just dominated the competition and it was unbelievable to see. So we've got to tune in with Potato Girl whenever she's ready for the interview. We're going to pull her up here in the booth and get a chance to talk to her in just a second. And Katie, these are it's got to be one of my favorite parts of these broadcasts. And it's one of the things you said earlier when I asked you, right? You said your favorite part of the broadcast is talking to our winners because everybody gets to talk all about the things they love about Uno Mobile. So without further ado, let's bring in our winner, Potato Girl. You're with us here in the booth. We see you in Discord. It's great to have you. My only thing I get to say first is congratulations. How are you feeling? You just won $15,000. You are the champion of the Community Cup.
Hi, Gojj. I just want to say hi, Gojj. Hi, Katie. I can't believe I'm actually here with you guys, finally talking to you guys. I've been prepping all this time, how many months since this, just watching you guys. So it's crazy that I'm in this seat now, getting interviewed by you guys, and I'm actually talking to you. I feel like it was always a one-way conversation. So I could talk back to you guys.
Yeah, it is. It's just so good to have you in here. I really appreciate the kind words. And I know this has been a long time coming. This has been a year of preparing for all of this, right? Talk to me about that process. Obviously it feels fantastic, but what was the process like? I mean, it's been a year of competition from the qualifiers to the semifinals to today. Has it been stressful? Has it been fun? What's been your favorite part?
Just everything in between from prepping. I've made a lot of friends from my monthly final. Shout out to Simone, the mod. I've talked to them, and there was another Simone at that point. I was in the store for June, and just meeting people in between, kind of learning their strategy, how they play, and just collecting all that, and just the whole process.
Okay, Potato Girl, look, I was calling your name out at the very beginning of the event today because I love it so much. So the most important question of this interview, and I need to ask it now, what is your favorite potato-based dish?
Oh my God. Let me tell you, Katie, I was thinking of puns to use for my introduction video, and I really like mashed potatoes. And I was gonna put in my video, but I didn't want to, seem mean or anything. But I was like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna mash the competition.
I love it. Look, we love mashed potatoes, and you did. You mashed them in 3 games. I love it.
Well, I wanted to congratulate you again because honestly, it seriously was the most dominating performance in a grand finals we've ever seen in a competition. I mean, winning 3 in a row in the grand finals is crazy. So talk to me about that winning moment and what that felt like. Did you know that you had the right cards? You were going to win 3 in a row? Walk me through the process of that final round.
Well, Gojj, I've learned from the first 2 rounds for the spring finals, you can never be too confident. Like at the first round, against a couple people, I thought, yeah, I have this in the bag. And then all of a sudden, I keep losing. And then, during the grand finals, I was just happy to be there, just happy to get some cash, just happy to be, at least I could say, hey, I got 4th. I didn't know how many wins. I was like, is there another game? What's going on? I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was all over. I didn't know I already had 3. I thought I was still on the second game. It's so much. And it's still, I'm still in shock.
So when you were going into it, you said you were able to get through, but I believe it was in the quarters. You were the second player to advance. You had those 2 wins and then 2 wins, and then you sweep in the grand final. And did you change anything about your play style going into the grand final? Because you were maybe like, hey, things aren't working out, and I'm going to switch something up, or what happened?
Yeah, so when it comes to my game style, I usually bluff. And then I was like, I'm already in the grand finals. And I've been bluffing a couple times, and it hasn't worked. During my first semifinals, I feel like I could have had a better outcome if I didn't bluff as much. Bluffing only goes so far of a way. And what I also realized from watching the previous streams is okay, you can't always win every single round. But, watching the points, if you're in the second lead, you can help that person out. As long as the third and fourth don't overcome first and second. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think that's great strategy. Overall, it works. Well, talk to me. We just got a couple more questions for you, and then we'll let you go celebrate. And obviously, I've got a trophy behind you. Behind me, I got a sin to you as well. You've won. It's just crazy stuff over here, and I know you're excited to want to celebrate. Talk to me about Uno Mobile and the kind of part it plays in your life. How much do you play? When do you play? What's kind of your routine?
Well, I do live in New York City, and you get a lot of free time, riding transportation. We don't really drive around in the city. It's too crazy. So I'm on the bus, subway, waiting for the bus. And I just, want to kill time. I play Uno Mobile, and that's how I started. Just out of boredom during my daily riding transportation.
Well, I mean, hey, it might start out with a moment of boredom, and that snowballed into you winning a $15,000 first place prize. So kind of going off of what Gojj just asked you about, how this all began, do you have any words, anything you'd want to say to people who might be looking at you now or Uno Mobile, the community, and they maybe haven't taken that plunge like you did? Anything you'd want to say to people potentially interested in joining the community and maybe going on to try and compete and win like you?
Yeah, so what I could say to everyone in the chat is don't get yourself discouraged. I mean, you don't have to be the best player, it takes luck as well. It took me how many months to actually qualify? Every day just playing until, you know, you make a breakthrough and actually qualify. You just don't give up. There's nothing to lose.
I love it. Wise words from Potato Girl. We want you to go celebrate. Final thing I ask from you is any final words for the booth? Anything you want to say to the people at home? Any shout outs you want to give? You are the champion after all. The floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you for everyone. I appreciate all the friendships I made through this competition, and yeah, go download Uno Mobile.
I love it. Doing our jobs for us. Potato Girl, you're an absolute delight. Go celebrate. Congrats on the $15,000. I'll send you this trophy as fast as I can. Lots of fun stuff headed your way. You are a champion.
Nice talking to you all.
Great to see you. Hey, folks, that was Potato Girl. I love those interviews, Katie, and it always lives up to the hype. What a great way to finish off this broadcast. Yeah.
Warm and fuzzy and just so wholesome. Everyone is they are so delightfully shocked that they got there, because I think maybe they don't quite always realize how talented they are, right? They're doing this for fun, and they realize that they have a skill set in Uno Mobile that they didn't know about before, and it can get you really, really far. And I think what Potato Girl said was so true. You have nothing to lose. Go and play. Don't get discouraged. Just keep on trying like she did for months, and now she's here. So I love that. I love that for her. So once again, a big, big congratulations.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Katie, this is the part of the broadcast where I gotta start closing things out. We got a couple more things to wrap up, but this is the end for you here in the booth. So I do want to give you a second. Any other final words you have for us? Because it's been an absolute amazing year with you around for our semifinals and of course our grand finals today. So yeah, I want to give you the floor. Same question I gave Potato Girl. Anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out?
I just think through being in so many of these events, Uno Mobile has something really special with these, and you're changing lives, you're giving people opportunities, and it's so much fun. The community that's been fostered is really amazing, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. So Gojj, thanks for putting up with me and all of my bad potato jokes today, and I wish you luck on all of your sign-offs tonight.
Thank you so much, Katie. It's been amazing having you in the booth. We really appreciate you. One of my dear friends and a fantastic talent. Thank you from the community, the whole Uno Mobile community, to Katie, but we're going to see her off. Okay, chat. It's just you and me to finish this thing off. It's kind of crazy. I'm not trying to get emotional here. I've been doing Uno Mobile broadcast now for like 3 years, I think. It's been a long road with you all, and it's been so much fun. And we've got a couple more things to handle before we end this broadcast. First, before you're done with the spam, by the way, you can stop on the ID spams. We've pulled the winners. Before we get to those giveaways and before I announce those winners, we've got one more trivia for you because I gotta hang out with you a little bit longer. I asked the team to drop one more. This one, I gotta see if I can test your knowledge about the anniversary shop. This is why we're here. What type of item is first to come back to the anniversary shop? Avatar frames, card themes, filters, opening effects. Which one's it gonna be? A, B, C, or D? I need you to type your answer into the chat and tell me which one it is. It's not B, that's for sure. It's either A, C, or D. We are celebrating Uno Mobile's 6-year anniversary. The anniversary shop is back, and it's not C. Which is first to come back, folks? Is it avatar frames or opening effects? It's opening effects. Have you picked up your favorite? Which ones did you miss? You can now get them with the cake tokens. And speaking of those cake tokens, there's 6 of you that have won 3,000 cake tokens. So maybe you can go get your favorite opening effect. It's Cat, it's Outsider, it's that name, it's Chef, it's Adali, and it's Worthy. Congratulations. These 6 people have earned these cake tokens, and if you're not a winner, it is all okay because you can still go get your own anniversary cake tokens so you can spend them in the shop and get what you are wanting, folks. These 6 winners, which means we've pulled our last winners of the day, and you get to spend them in this anniversary shop. Go get all of the old things that you missed in Uno Mobile. It's been out for 6 years now, and maybe you missed something. Maybe you missed probably your favorite thing that you didn't even know existed. Go check out the shop. Go see everything it has to offer. We appreciate you and excited to see you take a road trip through nostalgia, as it were. At least that's the way I think about it. We love Uno Mobile. It's been around for 6 years. Crazy thing. Now, to be able to do any of this, you've got to download Uno Mobile. And what's crazy is that this is the last time I get to tell you this. For who knows how long, Community Cup cycle has come to an end. Grand Slam right around the corner. So go download Uno Mobile for free on iOS or Android Google Play Store. I've told you this 1,000 times, and if you have to listen to me one more time, do it now. It's time, all right? This is probably the 30th time I've told you to download it, so go get your hands on the game. It's free, and it's a lot of fun. And finally, also for the last time, go follow Uno Mobile on all major socials. So many fun things on social media these days, from announcements about events and also that amazing Discord that you've heard our winner, Potato Girl, talk about. I found some friends in there, the mods, shouted out Simone, Neil's in there, all of our mod teams, incredible people in there, and a lot of folks that love Uno Mobile. There's a lot of events in there. If you think that you could be a winner, definitely go hop into that Discord. And finally, I've got one more gift code for you because I am a man of the people. So the final code of the year, it's been 6 years with Uno Mobile, which means we have 6 codes. And the final code is 6th year with Uno. Type it in just like that. There is one number in that string. It's the first one, 6th year with Uno. This is going to get you 1,000 coins, 15 diamonds, 1 8x shield, and 1 Uno Gold Scratch ticket. All right, so go get your hand on your final rewards of the Uno Mobile Community Cup final gift code of the day. Thank you for tuning in to this incredible broadcast. We saw historic highs and frankly historic lows from some of our players. It was a competition where we saw a bunch of folks get a bunch of wins, and then the most dominant champion we've ever seen in Uno Mobile history, who earned $15,000, but also this amazing trophy that's right behind me. You're gonna see them probably opening up that trophy in a month's time or so. But hey everybody, this is the worst part of the show where I finally have to close things out. You've earned all of the codes that you're gonna get. You've gotten all your cake tokens. Maybe you need to go get more, but I need to remind you that we couldn't do this without you, the viewer. So maybe for the last time, at least for now, Gojj signing off to say thank you for being here. We couldn't do it without you. And until the next time we've got an Uno Mobile broadcast, hopefully I'll see you then. Means that Potato Girl already on Uno and in a pretty good position.
Yellow.
Yeah, oh, and the switch from pickle to yellow, Kirik will have to pull, but that bait and switch from Potato Girl works out.
Wow, reversing, which it doesn't look like we have.
Yellow.
T feels so close, but unfortunately, Pickle gonna be the one grabbing the next victory. Pretty handed.
That's a nice moment for T to at least get rid of some of those cards as well, but now Pickle, all yellows for both Pickle and T, and there we go, right into Pickle's hand.
Kirik's top deck luck there is crazy.
Okay, but the
Here we go.
discards come in.
This is completely it. It comes down to this top deck draw. Doesn't get it. Pickle grabs the win.
You just need to see someone get a 3 or yellow, and that's exactly what you get. The +4 is here. Can anyone even stop it? No, they can't. Poppy, 1 up, 1 down. Many yellows, so it's not going to solve your problem forever. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. Just top deck yellows every time.
Reverse.
And a reverse. And it goes to green.
What is going on?
If she does it, Pickle likely will challenge and Yaya will draw.
Yellow.
It's a tough situation to be in. And the delay, the way Pickle.
Draw 4.
Do you challenge?
Wow,
No.
doesn't challenge.
Yaya gets away with it. Nobody can do anything about it. Coco wins. Oh, top deck wild. A top deck wild.
Green.
Tez.
What?
Saves the day. Show me a green Tez.
Draw 2.
I'm telling you right now, Gojj.
Yeah, we're going to be starting our poll here for our second semifinals. You guys were right. Everybody that voted Coco Chanel, which was half of you, 50% of people voted Coco. Oh, geez.
We're done.
Potato Girl. I didn't even get through my spiel. Gets the reverse. Goes back the other way, but Potato Girl got to 3 first. So Potato Girl's technically in the lead. Time running thin. What is this going to be? It's going to be a reverse. King Fox thought maybe.
Nice
Potato Girl
top drop.
smartly holds on to the +4 wild.
Yeah.
Does not want to burn it yet. but a +2 into a +2 into another +2
Yeah.
into 2 more means Tez now is going to draw 10 cards, and Potato Girl
Stick 'em in a
is
stew,
gonna go
Potato!
3 up,
Stick 'em in a
3
stew!
down. Nobody else gets
Let's
a win.
go!
Potato Girl, the commanding champion, your Uno Mobile Community Cup 2024 Annual Finals champion.
I just want to say thank you for everyone. I appreciate all the friendships I made through this competition, and yes, go download Uno Mobile.
I love it. Doing our jobs.